What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion. Yes, we're back, baby. YouTube can't keep us from streaming. Don't worry, all is well. I told you guys I was going to make it up to you guys and gals, theys and thems, everybody who supports the channel this week. So check out the community tab if you're subscribed to the channel and you haven't seen the schedule for this week's fight companions. And if you're new to the channel, we do live play-by-play, live commentary, live reaction, and most importantly, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live stream. Brave CF 67 is still... It's still about to start. We're still waiting for the first fight of the evening. Smaller card here today. No official prelims. We just get right into the fights. And the broadcasts are on desk right now, preparing everybody for this event. And I'm really excited to have you guys along for the ride as well. Yeah, it is an early one today. It's early if you're in North America. It's prime time if you're in Bahrain. And shout out to everybody who's viewing from overseas. Again, I'll run down some of the community, or I'll run down the community posts and some of the schedule too, since it's not too bumping this morning. But I wanted to make sure to come through on my part, everyone. And Mick31 Mick, by the way, thank you so much for joining. Started it off with the F-bomb right on the screen, but happy Monday, everybody. But yeah. Like I said, because we couldn't do the UFC 282 watch along YouTube fight companion, that we're gonna load it up this week before going into the holidays and provide you folks with a ton of streams. If you're not a member of the channel yet, consider becoming one. It just helps us out so much, and we appreciate you. But you also get a lot of great perks while doing so. Look, I always say I'm never gonna ask for donations on the stream. Those who do, you're amazing. We appreciate it. You know, I sing your praises all the time. For membership, I'm just gonna say some of the perks. The more people, the more members we get, the perks are actually going to be a lot more fun. As we launched our Discord just for the exclusive members, we do exclusive member live streams every Tuesday night just for you folks, Like, I have an outline of topics that, you know, I'll bring, but at the end of the day, it's all about you guys. You get the custom emojis and badges and much more. Chances to win some exclusive prizes from the Discord as well. So if you want to support the channel further and you want some perks while doing so, consider becoming a member of the City Life Project. All right, again, I said vote in the poll question. It's a simple one this morning. I don't know a lot about the fighters here in Brave CF. Just like, this is our second, by the way, Brave CF stream that we are covering. Yo, what's up, Shane? And speaking of our exclusive members, Shane, one of our exclusive members here on the City Light Project YouTube channel. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. And what do we have? Mike Jones, Shane, Sean Butcher. I should have just had the list up. Give me 1 sec, because we had a new member subscribe just a couple days ago. I didn't get to shout them out on stream Saturday because of all the stuff with the UFC. Giovanni Zucchi, thank you so much for joining, Giovanni Zucchi. I appreciate you very much. So yeah, Monday, I'm usually working. I usually don't do any streams on Monday, but hey, Brave CF to close out the weekend, I should say, of MMA. And since I'm on my community tab right now, I'll just run down what we have coming up for you guys in this next week. And then we'll run down the fighters for the first fight of Brave CF as soon as they start making their walkout. And then, like I said, folks, live play-by-play, live commentary, live reaction, and most importantly, live interaction. Yes, I'm going to get an MMA bobblehead on the desk very soon. Derek Lewis, that's the one I want. Christmas present to myself. Let's go. We gave away one as a prize when I was living in Canada. And I was going to get another one because it was so sick, but then I decided not to. Anyways, as I scroll this community tab, here are the fights, and the only one that's still kind of up in the air is the well, I'll get to it anyway. So right now, Brave CF for the next 2-3 hours, as it's not a huge card. The last Brave CF promotion we did, I think we went like almost 6 hours. That one had a prelim and everything. This is just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight card. So hopefully, and I think this is a TV event for those in Bahrain as well, because Brave 68, I believe, is just next week. So instead of like having a huge Brave CF 67 maybe it's pay-per-view for them. I don't know. Again, it's for, if you're in North America, it's free on the Brave CF YouTube channel. So go and mute them, watch them, and hang out with me. So yeah, just a 6-fight card for this one. Anyways, moving along. Thursday, first time ever doing this promotion because I believe it's the first ever event on UFC Fight Pass. Yes, if you have UFC Fight Pass, that's where you can watch it. MMA Open 1, and that one's going to be in the morning as well, folks, but not, I mean, quite literally not as early as this one, but that one's going to be early as well. MMA Open 1, Bring versus Agamariov. That is an Israel promotion, actually. First ever event, first ever time on Fight Pass. That's going to start at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. Thursday evening, I have some business. I have a business dinner Thursday evening, but depending on what time, it's an early dinner, so depending on what time that ends, we'll jump on and do the UFC Fight Pass Invitational 3, Gordon Ryan, Misha Tate grappling. Say no more, Isha. I am there. But in all seriousness, I mean, I'm serious about that too. But in all seriousness, that one, I believe, that one starts at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. I'm on Central Time, so if I'm not home by 7, I'll jump on later anyways. Just to wrap it up and talk with whoever while I'm watching it in the background, but talk with whoever wants to join me and who actually watched that event as well. Friday, Cage Fury Fighting Championship. We love doing Cage Fury watch-alongs and fight companions here on the State Light Project YouTube channel. I think we've done like 2 or 3 now. So very excited to do this one as well. Torres versus Matheson. This was taking place in Atlantic City, New Jersey at the Hard Rock Casino Hotel. This card is all on Fight Pass as well. And I believe the prelims are on YouTube and Facebook. Again, join me on Friday and I'll be sure to get you the link on where you can watch the event. But then watch the event, mute them, and then just hang out with us. Like the video, folks. Drop a comment in the live chat. I want to hang out with you today. Live play-by-play, live commentary, live reaction, and most importantly, live interaction with all you folks in the live chat. The commentary on the desk are still prepping, still introducing this event. As soon as the first fighters make their walk out to the ring, we will highlight them here. I will give my prediction, and then I really want to encourage you guys to give me yours in the live chat. It's a comment-driven live stream. We'll feature your comments. I'll read your comments. It's not going to be a big crowd today. I know we ain't getting like one championship, half of Singapore and Thailand joining. That's okay. I wanted to make it up for you guys with as many streams as I could fit into the week because of what happened on Saturday. Speaking of Saturday, I'm sorry yet again. I have a Christmas party to go to Saturday night, so I will not be doing a watch party for UFC's final fight night of 2022. However, we are going to be doing our first KSW. Oh my God. That's right, KSW. I love the Polish organization. And we're going to be doing our first KSW watch along on the channel Saturday. KSW 77. Mohamed versus Pudzian. Bodybuilder turn absolute wrecking ball in KSW. And that live main card is going to, it's only like $5 or $10, I think, pay-per-view for North Americans too, just straight up through their website. So that's how I'm going to be watching anyways. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So that's our schedule. Again, Brave CF, this entire event, the 6-card event. Thursday, MMA Open 1, as well as UFC Fight Pass Invitational. Friday, Cage Fury Fighting Championship. And then Saturday, KSW. Let me know if there's any other fights that you want us to fit in throughout the week, and maybe we can do so. Benjamin, good morning, sir. Never seen a Brave card, not sure what to expect. Okay, so it's a step up from BFL. It's a step up from FAC. It's definitely a step down from Cage Warriors, Aris, and Cage Fury. So it's like, it's not as good as Cage Warriors, Cage Fury, LFA, but it's better than FAC, BFL, CES. KSW is underrated. Dude, I love KSW. I think it's better than Ryzen for sure, in my opinion. Hell, it's probably up there with one championship as well. And they're drug testing sus, so the fights are always fun. Oh no. God damn it. I woke up earlier than usual today to do the streaming. Now my phone's on the other side of the room and the alarm's going off. We'll deal with that in a second. Zoomer Loyalist Benjamin, thank you guys so much for joining. Same with Mick31. Mick, you guys are amazing. Okay, I got to turn this off one second. Oh my God. Oh, I was going to drive me nuts. Okay. Again, shout out to everybody viewing us live here on the Stay Light Project YouTube channel. Again, bout order of this card subject should change as, you know, all these smaller promotions do. So on Tapology right now, as you can see, we got good old Chuck Norris there. This is the first fight that is going to go down. Once confirmed on the broadcast, we will highlight the fighters. I will give my prediction, and then I want to hear yours. But yeah, let me know if you've watched KSW or if you're like you regularly watch KSW, because I watch it every now and then. I watch highlights galore. I mean, you can find a lot of full fight footage from KSW on Facebook of all places. So I really enjoy the promotion, but I'm excited to like actually do the first fight companion because we want to hit all the promotions. We want to hit every single one. And I'm not talking like, you know what? Maybe even the submission grappling inside a sports car in a ring in Russia. We might even do that. That alarm sound gives me PTSD back from when I had to wake up at 3 a.m. for work. Yeah, it's the Android. It's the Android. When I first got that phone, I was like, oh, you know, I'm gonna love this waking up to this jingle. It's so awesome. And like the first week, I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then I was, oh, no. The last UFC card is freaking stacked. Perhaps they should have just moved the light heavyweight title fight to this one and made this a pay-per-view, dude. Yeah, but you know what? Credit where credit is due to 282. Like 10 finishes in a row, most of them knockout and TKO. I think there was 2 submissions out of all of those. One of them being Rosas Jr. Let's go, man. His post-fight speech was amazing. 50 G's, Dana. I need to buy my mom a minivan so she can drive me to the PI. Oh, that was hilarious. So, other than the sus decision for Patrick Pimblett, I don't think we can be too angry about the draw. I had Blachowicz winning round 1, 2, and 3, and then had him 10-8 last rounds for Ankalaev. I can see the argument where Ankalaev won the first round 100%. So like that one, I wasn't even that angry about. I just think people were more pissed because of it. It came off the Paddy Pimblett decision, which, let's be honest, first 2 rounds clear as day. Jared Gordon, like I don't care if you want to give Paddy the third, fine. First 2 clear as day. It's about like he landed the biggest shots in my opinion. But anyways. I love 282, but I don't think I'd say I loved it more than Wonderboy vs. Holland. That one was really good. Another underrated fight card. That one, even though fights went to decision, like there were a bunch of really good fights. See, 3, I think you have to give it 1. I'll admit that one could go either way. 3, I think I don't care if the significant strikes were 10 more for Ankalaev, like damage, right? He like put it like the way he hit those legs was almost like dropping the guy. Now I know it doesn't count as a knockdown. I know it doesn't count as like when you flash the guy, but it should, the way that his legs are so beaten up. So that one I was like, for damage alone, if the UFC is really going to lean in on damage done, like that has to be a Blachowicz round. 1 again, that one I'm totally fine, and I'm here for the argument that Blachowicz lost that round. But anyways, Blachowicz is such a beauty. I mean, speaking of Poland, speaking of KSW, he used to fight in KSW, and he's just such a beauty. When Joe Rogan's such a fucking muffin now, dude. Like I honestly, when him and Goldberg back in the day when UFC was still like niche and everything, they were perfect for it. But like his time is done. It was cringe, dude. Cringe listening to like almost everything he said. And he made that fight honestly worse to watch. I muted it. I was just like, I cannot handle him and Daniel Cormier. Like I just can't. I can't do it. I love Cormier. I like him with other people. I do not like Rogan and Cormier at all. But anyways, and I hated how he questioned the guys at the end. Just like some freaking hockey journalists out there, Mike Matheson in Edmonton, I'm looking at you. Like, I hate when guys are supposed to ask questions, just give statements, and then put the mic in front of the guys. Like, Joe Rogan, like, we all think you lost that fight. Puts it up to Jan Blachowicz. It's just like, dude, like, ask a question and ask an easy one, because these guys are, just went through 5 rounds of beating the shit out of each other. But anyways, I really, long and the short of it, I love that Jan Blachowicz went up to Ankalaev, and Joe Rogan when Ankalaev was rightfully so, because I thought he could have won that fight 100%. Their argument is that rightfully so was pissed off, coming back, fighting an absolute war, changing up his game plan, adjusting, which I respected from him, with a compromised knee. Apparently, I love that Jan Blachowicz went up to him. Joe Rogan was like, give this guy the belt. Give him the belt. He deserved it. Because Jan said, I deserved a tie. I didn't deserve a win. And man, that takes a lot of courage. Saturday was a trainer. But leading up to where the train went off the rails, it was an unbelievably entertaining card. I mean, Chris Curtis, that Darren Till fight, what a freaking roller coaster that was. Rosas Jr. winning, Bryce Mitchell suffering his first loss. Like, there was so much to that card. I liked, that's the thing. I the fights that I don't care about, I feel like are the best ones, right? And that card delivered in that. Watch the first 10 fights in a row. They all were good fights, and they all were done in like the second round. He did lose. I was rooting for him as well. But you know what? The cool thing that came out of that is Topuria is a beast, and I cannot wait for him. I cannot wait for him to start fighting some of the guys in the top 5 of the division, because he's sick. He's got a sick chin. He's got power. Like, as long as he doesn't keep overthrowing in risk of him like gassing out, he'll be fine. All right. The broadcast, they've stopped talking on the panel here, so they're going to now start announcing the first 2 fighters, and once they start walking out, we'll highlight them as best we can here. There's not a lot of info on some of them, as you guys can see, but we might do a quick wiki search as well. Then we'll give some live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and most importantly, live interaction with all you folks. Don't forget to like the video and drop a comment in the live chat. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you never miss an upload. And so far, so good. Brave hasn't taken this stream down. MMA 1 or Open hasn't taken the stream down. We're good. We're good, baby. Fully agree on Rogan and DC. I enjoy Rogan's reaction live to Patty's decision. That was fun. Look, like I'm not a Rogan hater by any means. It's just like, come on. Just like, I think if Goldberg was still there, his time would be done too. And I love Mike Goldberg. I don't know if you guys knew this, and I'm a hockey guy. Hockey, lacrosse, MMA. Those are my 3 favorite sports. And how Canadian is that? And Mike Goldberg used to do hockey, I think, for the Detroit Red Wings 1 or 2 seasons. I think maybe just their home games, or maybe just, I don't know, like he had a weird schedule for them. For ESPN, when ESPN had NHL rights, broadcasting rights way back in the day. So he's a hockey guy first and foremost, and he was just on Sean O'Malley's podcast actually talking about like how his kids play hockey, and like that's his, he's still a hockey guy. Despite living in Arizona, I believe he still lives in Arizona. Maybe Arizona, people, they say it's a hockey market. Richie, I love you. Corey, I love you as well. But, it's not a Canadian hockey market. I love Bryce, but he doesn't do the best against grapplers like Chiesa, and is open to getting knocked out by hard hitters. I don't think he has much for the top 5, unfortunately. I think so. I think like that wasn't his best performance either. I disagree on the grappling side. I think he got out grappled because he was fucking punched in the face like 3 or 4 times and rocked before then. I think his strength is grappling. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you don't pull off a twister, even if your opponent's not that good at grappling. You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't happen. I think his grappling is fine. I think his grappling is what got him there, and I think his grappling is what's going to carry him even in the top 5. It's his striking. He got outclassed boxing, and like Topuria is good. Topuria is not like the craziest striker as we saw there, because he was just like, I guess he literally is a crazy striker, but he's not the most technical in that. He was swinging way too much, and maybe he just was like, I'm gonna put this guy out, whatever, that's fine. That's my only little gripe with him. Only little gripe. Other than that, like, the technique was beautiful. So I just think Bryce Mitchell, and I know he like fought Barbosa, but he fought like past his prime Barbosa. He fought a Barbosa that was easily taken to the ground, because Barbosa doesn't have the greatest takedown defense, even in his prime. So agree that against the strikers, Benjamin, in the top division, he's gonna have some issues. But I think in the grappling, he'll hold his own. Like that will be like where he's on like even ground with Burgundy JT. Hello. How are you? I am good. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. This is honestly the longest intro for an MMA promotion. They got like shots of the guys biking. They got shots of the guys doing strongman. Really milking this 6-card broadcast here. Again, like the video, folks. Drop a comment in the live chat for a chance to win some prizes. Whenever we surpass our likes record on any video, then we'll give away a prize package to those in the live chat. I also want to hang out with you, so that's just incentive enough to comment in the live chat so we can hang out. I want to hear your predictions for fights on this card. I want to hear what you guys voted for in the poll question. And I want you to let me know if there's any other promotions you want me to do some watch parties for this week. I said we're doing MMA Open 1, where you can watch on Fight Pass on Thursday, as well as UFC Fight Pass Invitational 3. Then Friday, we're doing Cage Fury FC. Always love doing Cage Fury fights on this channel. They always do well. The crowd or the fan base is amazing, and I feel like our chat's always buzzing on Cage Fury night. And then Saturday, for the first time on this channel, we're going to be hosting a KSW Fight Companion. KSW 77. I would have assumed that they've done more events. But anyways, appreciate you all who are joining as well. Bryce got tapped in tough as well. Yeah, but he's young and tough. Like Kiesa, he's phenomenal at executing his own grappling, but seems he doesn't last long when being grappled. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. There's only one way to find out. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I wonder who's going to fight next. I wonder if the UFC puts him up against a grappler to kind of to see just that, like what we're talking about. Put him against, give him the hardest grappler. Give him Ryan Hall. If there's anyone who's not going to turn down a fight against Ryan Hall, it's Bryce Mitchell. Ryan Hall, he's not ranked though anymore, I don't think. So maybe that would be a dumb move. Just listening here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Excited to watch or listen to some Brave CF. That is awesome. That is awesome. Again, a reminder, folks, if you want to become a member of the channel, we're doing some members-only streams every Tuesday. Get access to the Discord, custom emojis and badges, exclusive giveaways in the Discord, plus much more. Check out the community tab if you scroll down, and we'll make posts about it every week about the perks that you can get there. All right. Official intro now for the card is upon us, folks. Again, this was a 28-minute long ragging the puck, as we say in the hockey world, of a card. It's only a 6-fight card. Again, usually the Brave CF cards are long, 10, 12. The last event that we did, the last Brave CF event that we did, I think it went like 4 or 5 hours. Maybe even went 6. Like, it was a long one. So anyways, yeah, the official intro is being shown right now, and then we will get right into highlighting the fighters here. Like the GOAT Demetrius Johnson said, MMA is the easiest combat sport to be world champion because you're allowed to have holes as long as you're good enough. Yeah. It's also the hardest to stay a champion. And it's like on the flip side of that, it's probably one of the hardest sports to like stay at the top, because it's so easy. Because like one slip up and good night, Jim Kite, you're out. But dude, Demetrius Johnson, that's so awesome that you recognize that too. I say he's the greatest American fighter of all time. Like, I'm sorry, step aside, John Jones. Demetrius Johnson did it controversy free and clean, and is still doing it in one championship in beautiful fashion. So I mean, Demetrius Johnson is the greatest American fighter of all time, and you could say the best fighter in his division of all time as well. Is it George St. Pierre, though? No one will be the George St. Pierre. I mean, Canadian bias. Oh, more intro for Brave CF. I wonder what's going on there. Now they're like, no, 1 minute countdown. Okay, they got the 1 minute countdown. They got the 1 minute countdown. Let's take a look at the fighters here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ayman Galal. He is fighting out of Egypt. We have our first fight in the welterweight division. He's currently on a 2-fight win streak in his pro MMA career. He's making his Brave CF debut. He's fought in UAE Warriors, which, hey, UAE Warriors, kind of the same as Brave. It's not a bad promotion. And by the way, for those who don't know, Khamzat Chimaev, he fought in Brave before his UFC run. So let's still looking at Galal though. He beat Hamad Mahmoud in GEC 2 knockout in the first minute of the first round. And then he won a unanimous decision in UAE Warriors, making his debut in Brave CF is Ayman Galal out of Egypt. Just doing another quick search here to see if maybe he's a kickboxer or if he was a wrestler, see if there's any. Okay, so they're playing the national anthems now, and then we'll get right into it. Okay, I can't find really much else on this fighter, but there you go. 2-fight win streak, pro MMA. Let's freaking go. Looking at his opponent, Anthony Zeidan, K9. Oh, that's good. Anthony Zeidan, also 2-0 in pro MMA. He's 35 years old, I should say, and he's on a 3-fight win streak, so we'll check out his amateur record as well here. He's out of Lebanon. He's fought in ACS Fight Night. And that's it. He's fought in ACS Fight Night twice, where he defeated Rayad Hamza and Fazi Baltaji. Making his Brave CF debut is Anthony Zeidan. On the amateur scene, he went 1-1. He fought in Jordan Amateur Championship and Mad won. He beat Ahmed Bashibishi and he lost to Armbar in his first amateur fight, but that was back in 2015. 2019, he fought his second one against Meir Khalaf, where he defeated, and then he went pro in 2021, where he's been fighting consistently, 2021 all the way through 2022. All right. I don't have betting odds. Let's see if I can find some odds, and I'll get right back to the comments, folks, so keep them coming as usual. UCF 67 betting odds. Let's see if we have odds. Let's see if we can bet. Oh my God, I think we can. I think we can here. I'm really excited to see what the UFC does with Ikram Aliskerov. I've seen him. Oh yes, the Beast from Contender Series. This year had to, like, despite the first episode being kind of a snooze fest, other than be like Joe Pyfer. It was a good season. We streamed we did a fight companion for every single episode, and we're going to be continuing to do that as well. Yeah, he was 8-1 in Brave, dude. Ikram. 8-1 in Brave. He fought in Eagle FC. Sick. Yeah, dude, I'm excited to see him too. I remember that fight. He just mauled his opponent. This Brave promo looks like the intro to an HBO TV series. It's really good, to be honest. They're pretty good. Like, I would say, as far as all the smaller promotions that we've done fight companions for on this channel, Aris, the French one, that has the best production for a smaller promotion. It's better than Cage Warriors, which has been around for much longer. Brave's pretty damn good. For it being free on YouTube, I mean, goddamn, it's pretty damn good. I do know they're going a little above and beyond today because I believe it's on free TV in Bahrain, and that's why they're doing a quick turnover and doing, I think, next week another event and that one's going to be a longer card rather than just packing on the TV one, because this one's only a 6-fight card, and we are now announcing the fighters in the octagon. Oops, I guess it's a cage. It's a circled cage, not an octagon. And then we'll highlight the fighters here in a moment. Mine's a true dude. Honestly, it reminds, it's totally like a TV show intro rather than like, I wouldn't even say rather than fight. Like, yeah, it's good. It's good. Why am I even rambling? It is good, Zoomer Loyalist. It is good.
Yeah, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, we do have odds. This is incredible. Dude, we have some lines for these guys. Let's go. So Galal is the favorite, minus 330. Zeidan, the underdog, plus 200. All right, well, that changes everything. That changes everything. We're going Galal then. We're going Chuck Norris Galal, baby. Locking it in. Let's go. I don't know anything about these fighters. I don't know anything. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know anything. I don't know much about this promotion, but we still are going to make predictions. And I want to see if I can continue to have a good streak. Because sometimes on these smaller promotions, when you don't know too much about them, you know, you go with your gut and your gut doesn't fail you. Like for some reason, I just crush it with Cage Warriors. I just crush it with Cage Warriors, and I do not know why. I do not know why. Are you ready to be brave? All right. First fighter is going to be announced here in just a moment's time. And I believe it's going to be the two fighters here on screen and on the ticker. That's the first fight in the bout order, according to their website and Tapology. If it changes, we'll obviously change it and quickly highlight those fighters as well. But I do have betting odds. If you go to fightodds.com or fightodds.io, you can see what the lines are for these brave events. I just love this this announcer. The cage is set. The fighters is set. Let's get brave. All right. Come on. Tell me who they are. The time has come. Another intro. Or another intro. God damn, dude. I just woke up, got to work. We got fights going. God damn. Kenneth, what's going on, brother? Brave CF out of Bahrain. They have a TV event, 6-fight TV event here. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. We couldn't do UFC 282. The UFC, there was a misunderstanding. The UFC thought we were doing something that we weren't. Goddamn UFC. And they shut that shit down. So I said, I'm going to make it up to you all. I'm going to make it up to you all. I'm going to do as many streams as I can this week. So we're doing Brave CF today. We're doing MMA Open on Thursday, as well as the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. So two events going on Thursday. Friday, we have Cage Fury. And then Saturday, the first ever KSW stream on this channel, KSW Fight Companion. So there you go. There you go. Members only stream to Tuesdays as well. So if you haven't already, become a member of the channel for extra perks, extra streams, extra content. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Herbo? One beats all four in this poll. Yes, exactly why I didn't put one in the poll. But thank you so much for commenting. My man, good morning. How are you? I still don't know if it's these two guys who are going to be fighting first, folks. Okay, it looks like it changed. All right, they're announcing the fighters right now. Oh, sweet. I don't even have them here on Tapology listed. Okay, maybe we do have some prelims. Or there's just an extra fight that was added. Anyways, I'll update it here in a second. Bum, bum, bum. Good you. Pretty good. It's early. Does Minnesota win tonight? I would say, yeah, this is the rubber match, right? They're 1-1 in the recent in recent weeks. I would say Minnesota would. They're on a high right now, beating Vancouver, and they look good against Calgary as well. Yeah, man, Edmonton. If you can shut down that top line and And if Nuge doesn't, you know, if Nuge can't figure you out, I mean, that's the thing. Like everyone's like, oh, it's a two-man team, and yeah, it is just Draisaitl and Connor McDavid's team, but Nugent Hopkins cannot be overlooked. All right. So yeah, this fight isn't even on the fight card that I have right now, so we're gonna call it regardless. And I'll see if I can bring something here on screen. This is a funny rap song, by the way. I keep hearing Randy Moss references. I rage quit UFC after the Batty decision. See, that's the thing. Like the card, and what's up, Jay? Thank you so much for joining, buddy. The card was so good up until that point, and it was just a buzzkill. Like again, I wasn't even mad about the draw because I think there was an argument. I think there's an argument that Blachowicz won round 1, 2, and 3. I think there's an argument that he lost the first round, right? Like that one, I was just like, whatever. That wasn't bad, but that fucking Doug Crosby, dude, he needs to go. Doug Crosby needs to go. Vander Kane filled a huge hole in the team they always needed, and his injury clearly impacts him. 100%, 100%. Give me one sec. My alarm is going off again.
Oh my God!
Jeez Louise. Okay, so it looks like we might have more than either there was a replacement on the card, folks, or they added one here. Because this one isn't even on. Yeah, this one isn't even on fightodds.com. So I'm just going to go to the Brave CF site and see if I can even just get a graphic here on screen for this particular fight. Because then all the rest of them are on Tapology, ready to go. Keep the comments coming, though, by the way, folks. Absolutely love it. Good morning. Happy Monday to everybody watching here. I really appreciate all of you. It's Brave CF. Not even have a website. Yeah, no, 100% agree. I think Minnesota defeats the Edmonton Oilers here tonight. You said it was tonight. It's not Tuesday, right? I'm getting mixed up with my schedules. I have such a busy week ahead, folks. It's funny. I'm doing so much streaming this week, which is good. Like I fit them in slots so they can work, but like it's a busy week and a busy day. I need this event to end before 11 because I have a work meeting. So knock on wood. It said it started at 8:30. We are 42 minutes into this event. And the first fight hasn't even gone down yet. It's tonight at 10. So at 9, I guess I'll watch it if I'm awake. Okay. I am going, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get something up here on the screen. But this fight wasn't on the Tapology card or bout list. So we got an extra one here. Yeah, I didn't think this would have it. I'm just on the Brave CF site right now, seeing if they like have any matchup graphic for this one, but they don't. They don't. Okay, this is what we're going to do, though. This is what we are going to do. We're going to update this because this isn't really needed right now because this is not the fight. We'll just, we'll keep it up like this. Keep it up like this for the time being. I'll update the ticker with the names of the guys who are fighting. What other sports are you folks watching today? Damn. Goddamn. I know we had a buddy who he needed a 5 or 6 fight parlay to land. He just needed them all to be finishes, and he was on an absolute roll until the co-main event. All right. I'm going to update the names of the fighters that are currently fighting on the ticker on the bottom of the screen, folks. This fight was added to the fight card, so there you go. We get one extra fight here. So we'll see the tail of the tape just here in a second. And, you know, you guys viewing, I'll make sure to, and if you're not watching this event, you're just listening, I'll make sure to run it down. This is a TriStar gym in Lebanon? That's hilarious. These guys look like lightweights. What's 70 kilograms? I'm gonna look that up quick. 70 kilos. All right, folks. First fight.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. 150. Okay, so it is lightweight. That's what I figured. All right, round one, folks. 3 5-minute rounds. A lot of the time, Brave as well. They'll show amateur fights before their actual prelims start. This week, no, they're jumping right into the event. There we go. I got these guys' names on the bottom of the screen. Mohamed Siefi in the red glove. Megulati in the blue. My last leg was Johnny Gaudreau against Calgary, and I was so mad because I was originally going to take line A, but didn't because I felt Gaudreau goes off against his old team. Oof. Oof. And line A was scoring, and Gaudreau didn't. Dude, line A's so good. Line A's so good. His suit game is amazing as well. Unlucky Jay Herbo, you might have a promo to get your money back. Bet on Cage Wars, bet on Cage Wars, bet on Cage Wars. Or Bellator, just go for the underdog every time. Plus 900 underdog won in 1 minute via knockout is insane. Anyways, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first round. Look, nothing's really happened yet, folks. Megulati, he's going for a takedown. Again, I don't have their images and rundown on the bottom or on the screen here. I have their names on the ticker. It's just, hey, this was a fight that was added to the card. It wasn't even listed on Tapology. Center of the ring still. Neither really engaged. Like a couple jabs are getting through for Megulati, but nothing crazy here. 3 minutes left in the first round. Going for the takedown is Megulati, but good knee on the defense by Mohsen. And just a straight up throw to the ground by Mohsen in the red. He picked him up, threw him to the ground, and didn't even like follow through because I don't even think he even like wanted that takedown there. He just literally like exerted his dominance and he like held back from the soccer kick too. And now Mohsen, he's the one pushing forward with the control here. Landed a good combo on Megulati. Oh, and a nice left hook by Mohsen. Look for the takedowns. Megulati and a great reversal by Mohsen. Mohsen with the elbow now. Oh, and the elbow knocks him out. The elbow knocks him down. Megulati, and that is it. First fight, so technical, chess match to start. And stuffing the takedowns and literally throwing down his opponent with ease. Oh my goodness. Great fight to be added to the card. Oh, I'm looking at the replay right now. Sweep, uppercut, right, up against the cage, elbow, and that is it. Good night, Jim Kite. God damn, that was nice. What a great way to start this card. It was heat, bro. Pasternak, Brandon, EK, Eric Carlson, and Ovi all hit, but Gaudreau wanted to be the killer. Yep. Can't trust him, man. He left Calgary for Columbus. Man, I remember watching Gaudreau when he was like a rookie in the what the frick was the tournament called in British Columbia? The Young Stars tournament in Penticton. Oh man, and he just torched for the Flames. There you go, folks. We have our first win of the card. And then I will get the next two fighters here up on screen once we hear who they are. Again, bout order always subject to change on these smaller cards, and we've already seen this fight be added. This fight that just went down added. This one wasn't originally even slated to go down. So I believe it's going to be Galal against Zeidan next, and I'll do I ran over them already, but I'll do another quick rundown if that is the case. Fighters now official decision, official announcement now in the ring. And if it in fact is Galal and Zeidan next, the odds, I mean, they're moving for some of the other fighters on the card, but right now these ones are stuck minus 330. Favorite is Galal. Plus 230 underdog is Zeidan. I said my pick was going to be Galal. I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. Yeah, Mawson, he had a great fight there. Great fight there. Showing his respect to his opponent and their team now too. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Yeah, again, minus 330 for Galal, plus 230 for Zeidan. I'm going with the favorite on this next one. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll have to ticker on the bottom of the screen once it's confirmed. Why did UFC get banned in Canada but not America? Do you know what happened with James Krause? And it didn't get banned in all of Canada. It got banned in Ontario. Alberta brought it back the next week. Because Alberta realizes we don't give a fuck. And James Krause is being, I think, investigated by like the FBI. Like he could go to federal prison if he was fixing fights. Or at least not fixing fights, but manipulating the betting line. Yo, Brown, what's going on? How's it going, man? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Cheers to you. Thank you for tuning in. Brave CF, and already like we had a fight that was added to the card, and it delivered. It delivered. Why? Because they realized why aren't we making money off this, right? Like I think they followed suit maybe because Ontario put some pressure on them, but then I think the government in Alberta was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck that. And then BC, obviously betting isn't legal in BC yet. I can't speak on Saskatchewan or Manitoba. I have no idea. But I do know that Ontario was the first one, followed by Calgary to allow single sports betting. Islanders beat the Devils 6-4. I'm devastated. Oh, man. I'm actually rooting for the Devils this season. But you know what? The Islanders are a sneaky good team as well. Do I think they're a Stanley Cup team? No. But I do think... And I don't know if you're talking soccer or not, but if you're talking hockey, I do think the Islanders are going to be a pain. They're very, very good defensively. The fuck is Ontario doing, man? What the hell? UC was my easiest way to make money. You're allowed to bet on other promotions though, right? Just not UFC. Dude, Bellator, you just go the underdog and you're probably going to win. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. 9 underdogs won on Friday. 9. Don't remind me about the Devils game. What's up, Gravedigger? Attaboy. Attaboy. Sorry, I'm eating breakfast. I'm eating a granola bar. It's early, folks. Okay, so we do have this event coming up next. Sweet. Well, we got a prelim we didn't know we needed. We got a prelim we didn't know we needed, and it delivered with a knockout. So there you go. This next fight, 160 pounds, apparently. Super lightweight. So they have more divisions in Brave CF, apparently. Or they just call a catchweight a super lightweight. All right, we'll quickly highlight the fighters here, folks. For those who missed, again, the betting odds for this one, plus 230 for Zeidan, minus 330 for Galal, if you want to do any early betting this week. Islanders, honestly, one of the best teams. Wait till they develop. That offense is going to develop, or that offense is going, and when developed, it'll be amazing. The defense is amazing. The goaltending is a problem. The goaltending, I think, is the best tandem in the league. just as far as like the seal or the floor for both of them are so good. I'll disagree with you on the scoring. I have no idea where the scoring is going to come from. Seriously, like once the Minnesota boys, because that team pretty much is Minnesota. If you look at like where the players are from, once the Minnesota boys are gone, I mean, who's going to score? Barzell doesn't score. I think they'll have some players for sure, but that's what's holding them back. But again, under Barry Trotz, yeah, Barry Trotz is still there. You're playing defense. You're playing defense. They are good though. Are they Stanley Cup contender? No, but they are going to be a problem in the playoffs. And I would say that they're better than the Rangers. I'm going to go for my second cup here, probably after this fight, my man. The Devils relied too much on Hughes the whole game. Man, the Devils are one of those teams, like Herbo is saying, that like give them 2 more years, they could be contenders. Not just like one of the best teams in the league. They could be contenders. The Detroit Red Wings are another one. Give them 2-3 more years. Oh my goodness, they're going to be sick. Ottawa, I have no idea. I just can't stand Toronto, so I'm like, I just root for Ottawa over Toronto. I don't know. I hope Pierre Dorian, just get him the fuck out and bring a real GM in, and then he instantly can fix this team. I know injuries were a factor this year, but anyways. And then the LA Kings. The LA Kings are going to pop soon too. And they're already good. Anaheim, they have no defense, so that one's going to be interesting. Is I think they have a lot of the pieces. I think they have a lot of pieces that can be moved for defense. By the way, Eli Tolvanen was waived yesterday, by the way, folks. So curious to see where he lands today. The offense have really stepped up this year, started scoring way more, averaging over 30 shots. That's fine, but they don't get in like super high scoring games. You know what I mean? And like, look, like fair enough. When your possession metrics are that high, like you're bound to shoot more. I get it. I'm just saying, like, the East is an absolute juggernaut, right? And like to get out of the East into the playoffs, like it doesn't matter what seed you get in the East, like you're going to be playing a monster of a team, right? So can the Islanders just rely on their game plan first and foremost, which is their possession numbers and their defense? I don't know. Against those other teams, I don't know. Like if they can do that for a 7-game series, but throughout the season, they're crushing it. You're totally right. I feel like Indianapolis is Canadian at heart. Yes, I mean they for some reason take offense to that, but I tell them that it's a compliment. Anthony's going to be my pick, locking it in for Gravedigger. He is the slight underdog at plus 230. Yes, they do. Go look at the schedule this year. I'm pretty ignorant in regards to Canada, but isn't Toronto in Ontario? Yeah. Yes, it is. Toronto's one of the biggest, if not the biggest city in Canada. And then what? In Vancouver after that? Then Montreal. Then I think Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Halifax, Victoria, something like that. It's so funny because Canadians, like, I feel like I learned so much about American history, Canadian history, and English history. But like Americans didn't learn anything about Canada. Nothing. They learned it's hilarious. It's cute. It's cute. So I have a lot of friends. Like my friend's mom, she was like, yeah, I just went to, I think it was like a Russian wedding or something like that. And she was like, what are Canadian weddings like? And I just kind of like chuckled. I was like, well, other than like the tower of maple syrup that we have to have, it ain't that different. And I'm kidding. We don't. I mean, some people might, but I don't. I've never gone to a Canadian wedding. It's just funny to say. And by the way, for all you Americans watching, you guys are making fun of us with you guys calling ham Canadian bacon. In Canada, there's one bacon and one bacon only, and it's the real fucking bacon. I don't want to hear none of this Canadian bacon shit. You guys are making fun of us by calling ham Canadian bacon, and I hate that. I also hate how Americans call toques beanies, but that's a story for another day. Ayman Galal just made his walkout to the octagon. Bilal is a Kung Fu world champion. He's undefeated in his 2-0 run. Again, Kung Fu hard to emulate in MMA. So shoot, Gravedigger, you might have picked the right one here. I'm pretty sure Islanders averaged 3.8 goals for like the last, and like 2.5 goals against. Oh yeah, dude. again, I'm just saying, once it gets to the playoffs, and a team is like going to game plan to shut down the little bit of offense they have. Again, I'm not trying to dog them. I'm just saying from what I've seen this season. I'll bring them up right now. We have a little bit more time. Like, who's honestly like contributing to this team? It's like 3 players as far as the scoring, right? Yeah, okay, like, I'm sorry. Your best player has 3 fucking goals. I know he's a setup man. Trust me, I defend him every day. Dude, like, I'm sorry, dude. Come on. Brock Nelson is the only one with double digits goals. No, I'm sorry. I can't listen to your argument any longer. He has 14 goals. Anders Lee has 9. Noah Dobson has 8. Pajot has 7. Wallstrom has 7. Parise having 9 is insane. So, like, yes, there's depth. I get it, but there's depth at this moment in the season. I don't know if this fucking shit is sustainable, dude. I really don't. So they have American bacon and Canada. It's just bacon, goddammit. Jesus Christ. Sorry for cursing, folks. The Duke debate. We're learning a bit about the Canadian government structure and how to memorize the state geography in 6th grade, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, we were quizzed on like American geography and all that stuff, but obviously mostly England and Canadian history in Canada because of their connection to the UK and everything. But no, it is funny. And like, I'm not dogging on Americans at all. My mom's half American, so I've been hearing it my whole life. There's moments all over Ireland. Oh, there's monuments all over Ireland to Canadian towns that saved us during the famine. Oh, wow. My town one is for Newfoundland. That's crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I know Newfoundland, huge connection because it's just it's just a sea away from Ireland. All right, Zeidan, 35 years old. Ayman, Galal. These fighters are about to get it on here in the cage. Round 1.
Let's get it all.
Beanie Skullcap Toboggan. I like toboggan. In Canada, toboggan is a sled. American bacon is called streaky bacon in Europe. Oh, man, why can't we all just come together on one term? Kung Fu, the Dane Cook martial arts.
Exactly that.
30 seconds. These guys still just gauging the timing here. Galal in the red tape. Zeidan in the blue. Unders do better than the Devils and the Red Wings, so oh well. Yeah, they will. They will. And they are a better team. And I praise them for defense, because if you can do that with depth scoring and one guy in the double digits and you can put out that output right now, it's tremendous. I'm a Barry Trotz fan, bro. I'm a Barry Trotz fan. And Barzell. Loved watching him torch in the WHL, even though he was on my rival team, the friggin' Seattle Thunderbirds. All I know is Vegas better than all 3 combined. Yeah. I saw a video of a shark in a lake in Fort Sask. Do you think it was real? A shark in a lake? No. Maybe someone dumped the shark in the lake. That sounds pretty Sasky. That's so far inland. That's crazy. I think some drunken Sasky boy maybe dumped a shark. Three minutes and 15 seconds left in the first round. Not a lot of action from either of these guys. Love the Muay Thai shorts by Zeidan though. I actually just want to get some Muay Thai shirts. I don't even train Muay Thai, but maybe when I hit the bag and stuff at the gym. Oh, a nice left hook by Galal. A nice head kick attempt by Zeidan there. All right, now they're starting just to trade back and forth. Zeidan's employing a lot more footwork. He's bouncing. He's more loose. Whereas Galal, very like Muay Thai stance to be honest as well for him, but stiffer, not biting on the feints that Zeidan's trying to throw him. Oh, and a kick caught by Galal. I grew up in Georgia and moved to Alabama after college. I struggle with the cold when I go to Tennessee and Ohio. I can't imagine living in Canada. Yeah. Canada, it's like the northern United States, states, right? Like it gets cold, you know, like Minnesota, like New York, A lot of the East Coast, anyways. Nebraska, Michigan. Inside low kick by Galal. Zeidan not able to land when he gets in the pocket as well as Galal here. But Benjamin, when you're used to it, you're used to it. My dad actually, he grew up in Iran and then escaped the revolution in 79 and went to Mexico and then moved to Texas and then Canada. So if he can do it, you can do it. But yeah, when I grew up in northern British Columbia, Canada, which is, it's damn cold up there. Then lived in Calgary for a bit. I then lived on Vancouver Island, which is the Hawaii of Canada. So that's pretty warm, all things considered. And now Minnesota. So, I mean, I'm a winter guy. I like my hoodies. I like my toques. I like the snow. But I do love, hanging out on the beach in the summer. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy every moment on the island. I actually was born on Vancouver Island. So I have a special connection to it, but definitely a Canadian at heart. Not too much action here, folks. Low kick there by Zeidan, and that one landed on the balls. 58 seconds left. The clock's not stopped, though, here, Brave. I'm sure they're going to stop and add some time back on. Yeah, they're adding 2 seconds back on. Taking up to 5 minutes if needed is Galal. I think it was you. You brought the shark from Minnesota. Dude, Minnesota doesn't have sharks either, dude. Minnesota's the land of 10,000 lakes. They ain't on a coast. If anything, I brought it from Vancouver Island, but I ain't touching those sharks. I see snow once every few years usually. Yeah, that's the same with Vancouver Island. And if they do get a snow dump, it'll only last for a few days. But you see it more and more there. Just because it's in Canada. That is the warmest part of Canada, Vancouver Island, hands down. But it still gets rain. That's the thing there. You may not get snow, but you'll get 30 days of rain. So it's very much like Seattle. It's very much like Vancouver. But I just don't I'm used to this. I've grown up half of my life has been dealing quote unquote with snow. So I'm pretty much I'm adapted to it. It's the Canadian way. Ooh, it doesn't look like that low kick was too low, but maybe the toes maybe grazed the nutsack there. Snowing now in Ireland. Dude, I want to go to Ireland and Scotland so bad. I want to hike in Scotland and I want to drink in Ireland. Oh, look at that. Zeidan employing some freaking boxing footwork here. What is this? Looney Tunes? What a nice head kick and right hand by Galal lands. Head kick attempt by Zeidan. Thrown down by Galal. Very Muay Thai-esque. I've been to Georgia a lot. I live in the Carolinas right now. Dude, I also want to go to South Carolina. And North Carolina. I want to go to the Carolinas. I hear that it's low key. Some of the best breweries in the world are in the Carolinas, and I'm excited to go check them out. Oh, look at there. Galal saying, "Come on, hit me. Come on, hit me." They're taunting each other here. First fight of the main card. Brave CF 67. Oh, and a beautiful right hand and a jumping front kick to end off this round, and a takedown for good measure by Galal. Galal is dominating this round. And that was the end of the first round. Herbo, you guys don't have snow yet in Ontario? God damn, dude. Northern BC's had it. My dad lives in Prince George, British Columbia, and they've had it. Shout out, by the way, the Spruce Kings of the BCHL and the Cougars of the WHL. 2 junior hockey teams in Prince George. And they've had snow since end of September. Minnesota didn't get it until early November. And today's really warm. I think it's 45 Fahrenheit. So what is that? So I don't even know. It's a struggle. To struggle with measurements here in the States, as Canada does things a little differently. All right, end of the first round again, folks. I'm giving it to Galal. Again, with a karate base, he's employing what looks to be more like Muay Thai. His opponent definitely a Muay Thai fighter as well. Round 2.
Let's get it on!
Let's get it on. But yeah, I definitely have Galal winning, especially with that last output there and the takedown for good measure. He's 2 throwdowns as well. Literally just grabbed the leg and threw down. Again, very kickboxing and Muay Thai-esque. Keep the comments coming, folks. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. Center of the ring. Zeidan doing some fancy footwork here. Oh no, my alarm's going off again. Oh, a nice left hand by Galal, followed by a right hand by Galal. Galal. Give me 1 sec, please. I'm gonna turn off my alarm.
Oh my God!
Why do I have so many alarms? I don't know why I have so many alarms. 1 minute into this first round. Oh, yes. Yes, it does. And you know what's crazy? Oh my God, this is the perfect segue. We not only get the Aurora Borealis, but I've seen them many, many times, especially in Northern Canada. Right hand by Galal. Zeidan's the one walking forward, but Galal here is doing way better in the striking and the countering. Not only do we have Aurora Borealis, but that was the first ever song that my old band recorded. Oh, no. Oh my goodness. Zeidan with the comeback left hook knocks Galal out. Galal is on his back up against the cage and he's just feeding him with left, and it's all.
Look at the finish it! And it's all over!
I look away for a second and that happens. Oh my goodness, what a comeback victory for Galal. You seem emotional, now crying, face to the mat. So happy. Here we go, looking at the replay right now. And boom, right hand lands on the temple. He falls on top. Sorry, Zeidan falls on top of Galal there. Gets the arms around and pushes him down, and then a few left hands. So it was a right hook on the temple. Oh my goodness. On Zeidan. Which was Zeidan on Galal. Right hook on the temple. Grabs him with the underhooks for a takedown, but Galal's already falling backwards. Kind of leans, falls on him, and just like feeds him 3 or 4 left hands. And wow. What a finish. What a finish. What a finish. Adebayo, you spoke too soon, son. You spoke too soon. What's up, Adebayo? But yes, anyways, what was I saying about here? Blah, 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 blah. Actually, my first ever band wrote a song about the Aurora Borealis too, so I'm going to just humble plug. But yeah, I've seen them in Prince George. I've seen them on Vancouver Island. You can see them in most parts of Canada. But check this out. Charleston, South Carolina is the place to visit for sure. Savannah, Georgia is like an hour away in Charleston and well worth going to as well. 2 of the most beautiful cities in America. Dude, I cannot wait. I have a friend, I believe he is in Charleston or just like near it anyways. But that's the thing. Like they're telling me about the breweries and they're just like, man, they're the brewery, and I love craft beer. That's like my thing. I have a craft beer and hockey podcast too called The Soda Pod, if anyone wants to check that out. 2 episodes dropping today. The first one dropped earlier this morning, and the second one will drop around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Eastern. But dude, I can't wait. And Zoomer Loyalists, when I do hit up the Carolinas, beers are on me, brother. Beers on me. The Northern Lights, baby. Hell yeah. Not Ontario? You can't see them in Northern Ontario? I've seen them in Quebec. Yeah, I saw one off a Meteor a few weeks ago. That's so sick. Yeah, in Canada, you see them way more often than... Or, sorry, in Northern Canada, you see them way more often than, like, Vancouver Island, for example. Every now and then, you're able to see them. Again, great win here as I update the ticker on the bottom of the screen. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much for the comments. I'm getting behind on comments on a Brave CF stream. I mean, no disrespect to Brave CF, but this is amazing. I appreciate it. I figured everyone would be at work. I figured everyone would be at school, and maybe you guys are. Maybe you're just still listening, and I appreciate that immensely, honestly. We'll do a members-only stream tomorrow for the members of the channel, and then we'll be back Thursday, back-to-back events. Friday, Saturday, and if there's anything else you folks want me to squeeze in there, I promise I'll do my best. You just gotta let me know. You just gotta let me know. My apologies again for not being able to stream UFC 282 on Saturday. UFC, they didn't trust my integrity, folks. I tell everyone, we ain't gonna show the fights. I ain't fucking stupid. UFC didn't believe me. They're like, you weasel, we know you're gonna show them. I was like, I wasn't gonna show them, bro. I wasn't gonna show them. 1-0 for Gravedigger. Atta boy. Atta boy. So that was me when I was 18 years old. I am now 29 years old. But it was my friend. She went to film school, and that was her one of her projects. So it was pretty cool. Kyle actually has a really cool music video too. If you go on our channel, we have just a playlist with our music videos. Kyle has the better ones for sure. All right, next fight is coming up here in just a moment's time. I pre-regged for tickets to the DJ versus Morales fight here in America. I'm hoping it'll be cheaper than UFC. If it's not, too bad I'm going to get tickets. I mean, I imagine it's probably going to be a little bit cheaper. And Zoomer Lewis, that's amazing. Where's it being held again? Is it in Colorado? Where's it being held again? Dude, if it's in Colorado, I might honestly go. I mean, I'm not too far. I'll drive there. Listening and watching while working, I appreciate you, Benjamin. Honestly, buddy. And thank you so much for the interaction on Twitter. I'll follow you back once I get caught up with Twitter. Do you like Weasel's breakdowns? I do. He's not my go-to, but I do. I do. I know it might be controversial, but I like the Guru. He just makes me laugh. I guess my two, because I follow a lot of hockey too, and I mean, you only have so much time in the day for everything. My go-to mixed martial arts podcasts, rundowns, YouTube channels, whatever, for just like entertainment while I'm like taking a poop. I like MMA on Point because, like, I mean, they're quick, they're easy to digest. I love the Composer's Corner on their second channel. That's like my favorite series that they do. And then I like MMA Guru and Ariel Helwani's stuff. Honorable mention to Uncle Chael. Whenever I have time, you know, and there's nothing else to listen to, I'll pump up his as well, just because he's hilarious. Makes me want to shout, "Rude boy, it's a tune." It is a tune. Rude boy is, what was that, Rihanna? All right, Mohamed. Oh, I do have a different fight on the docket right now. Bum, 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 bum. Just double checking if this is the right fight or if they changed the fight order again. So one thing about Brave, their fight intros are just so crazy. It's just like, I want to know who they are though. Anyways, we'll update on the screen if it's not these two guys. Colorado, yeah. Oh man, I might have to go. I've never been to a live mixed martial arts event. I've competed in martial arts. Muhammad Ali Salan is fighting next. All right, so we have another fight on this card that, you know, was not on their website. So we will update that in just a moment here. What do you think of the Cowboys barely winning versus the Texans as -17 favorites? I think that, you know, every now and then a dominant team lays an egg. They still won, though. They still won. Look, man, I follow the Vikings. So, like, every week I just think the Vikings are going to lose. And somehow they have a record the way that they do. And then they deservingly lost against the Lions. Not a huge football guy, though, like I mentioned. Lacrosse, hockey, MMA. Those are my sports. Oh, a Rude Boy is a ska fan. Oh, my God. I'm like, you talking about the Rihanna song? Jesus.
Oh my God! Emotional damage.
Making a poutine the Canadian way. Dude, it's hard to find good poutine in the United States. There's a Canadian hockey bar. Shout out Tom Reed's. And they have some kick-ass poutine. I'm a Texas fan. Hate the Cowboys. Nice, J Herbo. You pre-registered, you get a discount code, so I pre-registered for it on their site just in case. I'm going to check that out after this. Box lacrosse, dude. J Herbo, the Canadian way, bro. That is our national sport. I feel like I have to like do work educating people of that. It is the most beautiful sport in the world, box lacrosse. Field lacrosse ain't lacrosse. Field lacrosse is the American version, the watered-down lacrosse. Just like your beer. It's free. You just got to give Shotri your email. Dude, I'll give Shotri my email. I want to interview Shotri and bring him on this channel. By the way, Matt Steamroller Fravola, he's going to be on the channel soon. We're still just working out a date to bring him on and chat with us. So we'll have like a little interview with him, as well as Aaron Jeffrey, Bellator or Canadian Bellator fighter as well. Going to start lining up some interviews for a new series here on the channel. So if there's, I mean, like, be realistic. I can't like go after the superstars because, you know, I'm a nobody. But if there's any like characters that you want Kyle and I to attempt to connect with and bring them on the channel, you know, always comment on the videos and in the community post. My dad's friend is on Toronto Rock. I got a haul signed from the whole team back in like 2014. That's awesome. Jamaican Rude Boys, a gangster ska fan. You learn something new every day, baby. I love it. Thanks, Jay. Jaden, what's going on? Poutine is impossible to find in New Zealand. All in the cheese curds. See, that's the thing. Minnesota has potential because like they are famous for the cheese out here. And they have awesome deep fried cheese curds. So they have the cheese for the poutine, 100%. Jaden, thank you so much for joining. It's going to be live stream or video with Steamroller. Probably video, just so I can edit it a lot better. And so that other fighters, when they look at it and go, ooh, that's nicely edited. Rather than like the stupid little underproduced garbage live streams that honestly all the major outlets do. I look at them and I'm like, you really couldn't produce that and take 2 hours out of your day and you're just doing a shitty stream of it? Anyways, the ones who do produce it, those are the ones I follow, and those are the ones that are going to be held to my standard. I'm not going to do some shitty fucking stream with like actual athletes coming on the show. I definitely did not expect Fravola to beat Ottman. I called it, baby. Ottman, what, he's out for 2 years? I called that shit. OM would be good. Yeah, same in Ireland. Can't find a good cheese curd supplier. They're not imported from England. I imagine England would have some good cheese, no? Isha, you got to do the next UFC event in Minnesota. Go to the presser and ask questions like a journalist. I got a press pass for boxing events. In Minnesota. Highly doubt they'd let me in for UFC, especially since they literally just gave me like let's just say the UFC is not happy with me and I didn't do anything wrong. I just want to say that I didn't do anything wrong, YouTube. You know this. You're bowing to the UFC. I didn't do anything wrong. The UFC doesn't like me right now, Jay. Let's just put it that. If we both end up being at ONE FC Colorado, we'll have to find a way to interview DJ. We will find a way. We will find a way. What I miss the most is Montreal smoked meat sandwiches. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm literally just eating a granola bar for breakfast. All I want is Montreal smoked meat and poutine right now, bro. Oh my god. Can't wait for the Joe Rogan podcast this week after what happened in the UFC this weekend. He's gonna have Rosas Jr. on. I'm calling it. This Ali Salim guy looks like a movie villain. Check the community page, Jay Herbo. I made it. I ran it down. Okay. 34 is Osama. 37 is Ali Salim. So this isn't the fight here on the screen, so I will adjust it here, folks. This is another edition. I didn't have 2 fights so far on my fight card. Round 1.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. All right, 10 seconds into this, I'm just going to update it on the screen here. Oh, and a nice right hand. ElSeady in the red tape. Ali Salim in the blue. ElSeady is the one kind of stalking Ali Salim. Causing him to move, right, left, keeping him on the outside of the circle. Oh, and a kick right to the face, and Ali Salim is out. Front kick right to the face. The 2 additions to the cards have been insane.
He's gonna finish it, and it's all over. Oh my goodness!
Are you kidding me? Boom! That was Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson type shit, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, right to the chin, and he was out. That is going to be on Kaposa's corner. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No, YouTube, community page on YouTube, J Herbo. Oh my God. I keep getting these crazy Telegram YouTube accounts saying I have won prizes. Yeah, fuck those Telegram YouTube accounts. The Patty fight was definitely sus. However, I could see Jan winning 3 rounds if you're basing damage on control time. Zeidan, I was in the same boat. I had Jan winning 1, 2, and 3, and I had Ankalaev winning 4 and 5. One of them being a 10-8, like 5 being a 10-8. So like that, I'm not even upset about. It's the Patty one that sucked. And again, Doug fucking Crosby. He was that Bellator ref that gave the Italian kid, what was it, the 50-45. 2-0 for Gravedigger. Do you do fantasy, my guy, in hockey or football? I'm doing neither this year, but I have done, I have been in fantasy hockey before. Boy got Tony Ferguson. Oh my goodness. I wish I was watching this. It's live on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. The angle on that kick was so weird. It's because, it was weird because the guy was like moving not straight backwards, but kind of like to an angle a little bit. It was like an inverted question mark kick inside the guard. How do you even freaking do that? I think literally just because the guy was moving backwards, like it looked like he was going backwards to the left a bit. So it was like kind of on an angle. And when he kicked it straight, it kind of landed. It kind of landed, like you said, in that inverted question mark type style. These guys look like they're light heavyweights. I missed how heavy they were, but the middleweights or light heavyweights or something. Saldi Mata was judging too. Yeah, he's not a good judge either. Any sport, yeah. So generally, hockey and football are the ones I do fantasy, but I haven't done football in a long time. I haven't done hockey in about 2 years. If I want to watch the event, I have to leave your stream. No thanks. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. What's up, Victoria? How's it going? Thank you so much. I saw your message this morning. I'll reply to you later on Twitter. I literally jumped on here before I even did the Twitter thing this morning, but thank you for the updates. What a knockout. What a knockout, folks. That's crazy. That's crazy. Pavlovich, by the way, guys, that's a government weapon. Dude, doesn't he remind you of like that opponent in Rocky? Except he seems like a nice guy. That's the thing. He's all smiles. I really like him. Like, and he's not, and he beat Derek Lewis, my guy. I like Pavlovich. I think he's solid, and I would love to see him fighting Ngannou. I would love to see him fighting Ngannou. You did. Look at that. Herbo and Victoria saying hello to each other too. Ontario writes. Highlight galore with that kick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. I didn't have odds on that one because, again, that one wasn't listed on the main card. Definitely not going to that work meeting today. I thought this would be a quick, start at 8:30, 6 fights done. But no, we're an hour and a half in, and there seems to be a lot more fights, which no complaints. Just means my work day is going to get a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to update the next fight here on the bottom of the screen. It made Ty look normal. Yep. Francis' knee is taking a long time to recover. I mean, yeah, he said it was going to be a year. He said it was going to be a year. And, he's also in contract disputes with the UFC. He wants the Jones fight so he can get paid, but wants to be perfectly healthy. But it is taking a while. But I mean, those injuries do, especially when you're that big. What time will tomorrow's stream end? Tomorrow, I am only streaming members only, and that will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. A lot of big games tonight. Who you all got? Devils? Oh, Devils, 100%. Rangers are frauds, dude. And screw Jacob Trouba. Wonder if Rangers can climb out of this slump or if they get clapped. I think that. I mean, I don't think the Rangers are a well-balanced team, personally. I think they're good. My co-host of my podcast, he thinks they're absolute frauds. He can't stand them. I don't think they're as good as they showed last year. Now, mind you, they had tremendous games in the playoffs. I just don't think they have that same mojo this year as they had last year. I'm a Devils fan living in fear. I think the Devils got this. Yeah, no fight tomorrow, Victoria. No fights tomorrow. Did it say Tuesday? Let me check. Maybe I made a mistake, Victoria. I'm double checking. I'll correct the mistake if I made one. I might have wrote Tuesday instead of Thursday. So thank you for pointing that out. I will fix it in just a second here. No, it just says Thursday. But thanks for reminding everybody here. I might as well run it down since I have it on here. Brave CF the rest of the day. Streaming here. Thank you so much, everybody who's joining. Like, subscribe. Join the live chat here. Live commentary, play-by-play, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Thursday, we have MMA Open, the first ever MMA Open event. You can watch that on Fight Pass. You can listen to me give my thoughts on it live here on this Fight Companion on Thursday. We also have the UFC Fight Pass Invitational Thursday night. Now, I have a business meeting Thursday night, so I'm going to race home to watch it regardless. We will do a stream Thursday night, talk about it if it's over, and if we're live, we'll cover it here as well. I mean, any excuse to watch Misha Tate grapple, let's freaking go.
Oh my God!
Gordon Ryan's all right as well, but anyways, and then Friday we have Cage Fury FC, and then Saturday the first ever KSW watch party / fight companion on this channel. So there you go. Were you going for Vancouver, Minnesota in this game? Oh, always Vancouver first. I bleed blue and green. Minnesota's. I cover the Minnesota Wild, and like I'm in the market, and like they're the team I'm most invested in following. But out of my 3 teams, and I picked 3 teams in the National Hockey League that I love and I'm fans of. Vancouver #1 because like I'm a British Columbia boy. That is the home team. I will always root for Vancouver Canucks. Then it goes Washington Capitals because when I was a kid, Ovechkin. It's one of the reasons why I fell in love with hockey as big as I did. I'm just looking at the fight card right now. Another man, I hate how fight cards are out of order or that change last minute. But anyways, we're gonna update this on the screen. But yeah, then Minnesota's my 3rd favorite team. I'll get back to the comments here in a sec, folks. I have to update this on the screen. How is that list so Vancouver? I don't understand. How is rooting for your own team so Vancouver? Educate me. Okay, so like we said, there's a little bit of a change in the bout order, so let's see who the next fighters are going to be. Just listening to the announcer right now. All right, so he's not on the card either. Or on my, I mean, he is clearly on the card, but he's not on my Tapology card list. Armin Suwani is coming out next. Let me just do a quick refresh here. Maybe they've added them. No, they haven't added them. All right. It is what it is. I'll get them on the ticker on the bottom of the screen here. Hey, sometimes we can't highlight all the fighters, folks. Sometimes we can't highlight all the fighters, especially in these smaller promotions. It sucks because I do have the betting odds for some of the main fights here. For the Omar Dafrawy against Ahmed Sami, which I imagine is going to be coming up soon. that one's pretty much dead even. We have the lines continue to change for the 3 title fights coming up in, well, towards the end of this card. All right, back to the comments we go. Sorry, I had to just double check something there. To be honest, in my opinion, Devils are frauds too. Just look at their coach. His first year with the new team, he does this every time. I love their coach, dude. I love their coach. I think he's a very good coach. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't think they're frauds. I've been calling this from the Devils for the last 3 years. They have been rebuilding, and now like their young players are helping them. My only thing is their defense could use a little bit of a boost, which they're going to get it with the next Hughes brother coming in next season. And their goalie, I don't trust their goalie every single night because last year they were just as talented. You know, some of the players obviously didn't pop yet. But no, I've been high on the Devils the last few years in their rebuild, so I don't think this is a surprise at all. I know the Rangers are frauds. The Devils, I'm not convinced they're frauds. I think they're developing nicely. I know, like, it's facts, bro, that the Rangers are frauds. I'm not saying they're a bad team. I'm just saying the East is so good right now that if you're not an excellent team, and the Rangers aren't, you fuck them, right? Get in line. Oh, no worries, no worries. He's done with like 4 different teams this year. No, you are right on that. You are right on that. Jiri admittedly relinquishes the belt and Ngannou gets mad when they put up an interim belt. Yeah. How crazy is that? Thank God the Oilers are looking in form again. Meh. Until Minnesota beats them. I saw that. No worries. There's only been 3 good things that come out of Vancouver. You're mayor of Wrongville. Look at this guy throwing shade at Marcus Naslin, throwing shade at Corey Schneider, throwing shade at Kevin Bieksa, throwing shade. I mean, I could go on and on and on, brother. I could go on and on and on. Pavel Bure, Mogilny. Let's go. I'll be watching the KSW for the King of Steroids. When's the Gordon Ryan fight? Jaden, you were the one who encouraged me to do the KSW fights. Jay Herbo, grinding my gears early in the morning. I love it. Well, I'm awake now, Jay Herbo. I'm awake now defending my Canucks. Let's fucking go. Our fighters are still being introduced, folks, in the Brave CF's longest introductions of all time. I may take a quick break to get some more coffee in me. If this continues, but I appreciate everyone joining. If you haven't already liked the video, drop a comment in the live chat. Gravedigger Jones, you're killing it right now in the predictions, folks. Give me your predictions as well. And I cannot wait to watch some KSW. Okay, I'm going to update the ticker on the bottom of the screen here. Keep it coming, by the way. Keep it coming. Keep the comments coming, folks. I absolutely love you all. These intro songs, by the way, are fire. And I know that's been pointed out in the live chat as well, but it's been absolutely fire. All right, I'm going to attempt to quickly write these names in the ticker here. This is another fight, the 3rd fight on this card that wasn't listed on Tapology or the website for Brave CF. So we are adjusting as we go, folks. Everyone I know from Cheers for Vancouver, Cheers for Washington and Vancouver, even though I only know like 4 people from there. So 4 people is everybody? Dude, I think it's they cheer for Ovechkin more than Washington. I don't know. My first jersey I ever bought, even over a Vancouver Canucks fan, or over a Vancouver Canucks jersey, was a Capitals jersey. Because I had every intention to sew Ovi's name on it, and I've just been lazy. Thursday. Yes, Jaden. Sorry about that. Mohamed Abdullah, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. When is the Saber fight? The Saber fight is right now, I believe. I believe it is right now, brother. They're being announced right now in the center of the octagon. Or sorry, center of the cage, and I will give play-by-play for that, my good sir. I don't know if Miocic is going to fight anymore, though. Yes, but yes, it would. Blackwood is a beast, but got injured, and Vanacek is playing amazing. But I'll be here Thursday stream. I start Christmas break on Wednesday, so I'll be here and maybe I'll read it wrong because I don't have my glasses on yet. There you go. There you go. I can't wait to see you on Thursday, Victoria. Thank you so much. And I'll get to your Twitter message after this. They got Minnesota's numbers. Yeah, I'm going. I'm rooting for Minnesota, baby. Let's go. Maximud Sebie vient. He hasn't fought yet. Not yet. He hasn't fought yet. Ayman's my pick. I'm going with Saber. My top 3 is Vegas, St. Louis, Edmonton. How are you Canadian, brother? How are you Canadian? I'm just kidding. Edmonton's in there. Edmonton's in there. All right, 22 is Ayman. Saber is 32 years old. Saber's a little bit taller. Round 1, let's get it on.
Let's get it all!
All right, I'll update the ticker here now that I see their names on screen. Again, folks, this is the third fight that was not listed on this card. I thought this was going to be a smaller card than it is, but hey, we got some additions and they've been some great fights thus far. There we go. Updated on the bottom of the screen here, folks. High kick attempt by Swani. I'll just pronounce his first name. Ayman. He's in the blue tape. Saber in the red. Yeah, what is it? 801 is Howe's record. Nice takedown by Ayman. North-south position as Saber tries to get back up. Still north-south. On his knees is Saber. Saber going for the guillotine. Yeah, 5 goals. Ayman holding onto that guillotine for dear life, and he's squeezing. He's squeezing. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Oh my goodness. And Saber lifts Ayman up in the air. Ayman is still attacking that guillotine. He lifted him up in the air and slammed him to the ground. Now they're just clinched in the center of the ring. I love London, Ontario. I went to school there for a year. You guys are weird. You don't cheer for your home team. Oh, Jay, actually, you know what? Herbo, I respect that, but still holding on to the guillotine now. Or sorry, it's a Saber who attacked the guillotine up against the cage. He didn't get it. Elbow there on the exit. If they go out of business in Ireland, have no ice hockey, I'd be over the moon. Belfast Giants, yep. Victoria, her favorite teams, Toronto, Caps, and 3 Vegas. Got to support the home team. Hey, I both respect it, but it's Toronto, so I'm like, oof. But I love how you like the Caps and Vegas. All right, attacking the guillotine again now in north-south is Saber. Back up to the feet. Saber with the body lock. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. Going for the takedown here again. Another slam takedown right into side control. Now into full mount. Saber in full mount right now. Looking to posture up. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Montreal either. Oh, and he rolls off. Ayman rolls out of the full mount. Back up to the feet for a second. Saber with another slam takedown. What is this fight? What is this fight? Hell yeah. I don't think so. Rear naked choke, and that's the tap.
Look at the finish it! And it's all over!
Saber taps Ayman. Third win by way of submission, and that was pure domination. He was ragdolling him, throwing him around. Shades of Rory McDonald against Nathan Diaz. My goodness. Yeah, Jaden, I don't think he was booked for cocaine. I don't know. I know he took some time off for some mental health issues and perhaps addiction, but I never read anything that was confirmed by a reliable source that would suggest that, nor did I even see any threads on Twitter, to be honest, but I didn't dig as much. Depending on who Toronto plays round one, I'm going to go to a game. Hell yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. I love Aho, so if it's Carolina, I'm copping tickets right behind Carolina bench. Dude, Aho, Carolina, by the way, and if Zoomer Loyalist is still here, the Carolina Hurricanes are like, I think they're one of the favorites to win the cup again this year. Like, they are an incredible team. Talk about rebuilding and doing it the right way. My goodness. 2-1 in his prediction. Digger Jones. Yeah, Victoria's from Toronto as well. All right, we will... Well, that was another quick one, folks. That was another quick one. Hey, at least these cards go... When they're fighting, we haven't seen a decision yet. It's just in between the fights, there's a lot of stuff. But I guess this is on TV in Bahrain, so that's probably why there's a little bit of buffer. All right, hopefully this is the next one here. Have the odds moved much? No, the odds haven't moved much for the next two fights, but they're continuing to move for the last three title fights here in Brave CF 67. Three minutes and 26 seconds of the very first round. Since Frederick got injured, they've been ass, though. Lost fucking Ducks twice in the span of 3 weeks. Yeah, that sucks. They do need a goalie. Partially a statement explaining his leave, revealing he made the decision to enter the residential treatment facility for substance abuse following years of neglecting his own mental health. Okay. So it was substance abuse. I don't know. Again, I didn't dig into it too much. I did read the story when it came out. I mean, yeah, maybe it was cocaine, maybe it was painkillers, which led to, other drugs. Who knows? Maybe maybe Jaden's got the scoop. You put the post for Thursday stream scheduled for tomorrow at 11. Oh, that's why. My apologies. So I knew something was up there. I will fix that. Victoria. Thank you so much for pointing that out. I'm going to fix that literally right now. And then we'll take a quick break so I can just go get some coffee. Look at this, Victoria. I'm going to edit it right now. December 15th, baby. There we go. It has been updated. Thank you so much, Victoria, for pointing that out. I appreciate it. You turn on the notification for that game. Thank you so much. Victoria, that is awesome.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
And I hope everyone else turns on the notifications as well for the channel or for the videos that we post so that you never miss when we go live, so you never miss an upload if you turn on the notifications for the channel. Where I'm from, people are super proud of colonizing Canada and BS oil in Canada, or BP's oil in Canada. Supporting Belfast Giants is like hating Native Americans. Interesting. But you're not a fan of them. The Belfast Giants, I mean. I can't wait to go and see hockey in Europe. I've never gone to, I've gone to World Junior Games, I've gone to World Championship Games, but I've never been, on Europe soil to go and watch, or anywhere out east, to watch hockey. So I cannot wait. Someday I'm going to go out there and it's going to be less for the wine, less for the scenery, less for the touristy, museums, monuments, and things like that. I'm literally just going to go and do a crazy hockey tour of Europe. I'm going to stay the hell out of Russia, but everywhere else, Finland, Sweden, UK, Ireland. Nah, it's just the word around Montreal that he had a coke problem, but could just be a rumor. Who is that? Oh man, who's the player? He played in Dallas for Ribeiro. Man, he had some crazy stories in Montreal. Talking about the booger sugar, I mean, Mike Ribeiro. Strip clubs and booger sugar, man. That guy has, like, there's some crazy stories about Mike Ribeiro. Sounds good. I'm not stepping foot in that country anytime soon. What's up, Tom? Thank you so much for joining, buddy. Thanks, Victoria. I'll see you on Thursday. Study hard. Hope the final goes well. You could play like no problem, Isha. Diego. Hello there, Diego. What's going on? For a national team, it's very amateur standard, but your fans will act... Oh. Goddamn. Sports fans in any level of professional sport, I feel like out east rival that of, you know, NFL fans in the United States and North America, which is a good thing for the most part. Does the KHL have games out of Russia? Oh, they do actually. Oh no, wait. I think Sweden actually, or was it Sweden or Finland that had a team? Jokerit. So it was Sweden, right? Wait, or was that in Finland? I don't know. I know Jokerit. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I should know this. Hold on. I know someone in the chat's gonna. Yeah, okay. So Finland had a KHL team, but I believe they pulled them. They pulled them after what was going on in the Ukraine, or after all that blew up, right? And China used to have a team in the KHL. No, Kuhlman's still there. So yeah, okay. So China has one, but look, I don't really want to go to China either. I'll go to Hong Kong before they're invaded by China, but I don't really want to go to China right now either. There's a few countries like Iran. Like I don't really want to go to Iran right now either. They're straight up in a revolution. By the way, shout out. We support all the women, students, and citizens in Iran right now fighting for freedom. My brothers and sisters, we support you. I'm sharing everything I can on social. We have your back. Same with the Ukrainian people. Hockey is still a better combat sport than Taekwondo and NCAA wrestling. Ayo. Yes, in New Zealand, it's rugby. Dude, I love rugby. And okay, you're probably going to roll your eyes at me, but like sevens is awesome. And the Olympic and rugby training center in Canada was in the town where I went to university, and I would go and watch like sevens competitions and the big rugby tournaments all the time. And a lot of my friends are rugby players, so I really enjoyed rugby as well. Just dig a dig. It compromises member clubs based in Russia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, and China. Yes, shout out. KHL must stand for the Communist Hockey League. Close. It's continental, right? But Zeidan?
Hey, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. All right, folks. We finally have this next fight here. Let's highlight it. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's highlight it quick, and then I'm going to grab some coffee before the fight starts. We have Omar El Dafrawy against Ahmed Sami II, the second. Both of these fighters out of Egypt. 27 years old is Omar El Dafrawy. I actually watched him fight on the last Brave CF stream that we did. He's 27 years old out of Egypt. He's 3-2 in his last 5 fights. He's currently on a 2-fight losing streak, is the welterweight. He is 4-1 in the Arabic Ultimate Fighting Championship. However, since joining Brave CF, he's lost both of his fights in the promotion. First at Brave 48 and then at Brave 65 to unanimous decision against Kevin Ruart. Trying to improve his record to 6-3, Omar El Dafrawy. Looking at his opponent, Ahmed Sami Lee, love the nickname there, out of Egypt as well. He is 8-2 as a pro, 28 years old. He's out of Cairo, Egypt as well. He is 3-1 and draw in his last 5 fights. Let's take a little deeper dive into Ahmed Sami here. Also fought in Arabic Ultimate Fighting Championship, where he was 5-1-1 no contest. He is making his Brave CF debut here, so fighting higher competition than before, despite him actually competing in UAE. I shouldn't say that then. He's competed in UAE Warriors as well, where he's competed once in UAE Warriors, but he did get a unanimous decision or a split decision win. I would say that UAE Warriors is on par with the talent in Brave. Yeah, I would say that in confidence as well. So he has faced competition in a higher promotion once. However, he's found most of his success in Arabic Ultimate Fighting Champion, Levels, Fight League, Desert Force, you know, some smaller promotions. He did win his last fight, though, upon coming off his second loss in his career. He lost first in 2014, then went on a 2-4-6 fight win streak, lost to Tom Breeze at Levels Fight League, beat Jason Wilness in Levels Fight League 6, and now he's making his Brave CF debut. Looking at the fight odds here, Ahmed Sami is -143 favorite. Dafrawy, coming off 2 losses, is the slight underdog at +105. Who am I picking, chat? Who am I picking? Yeah, sevens is so fun to watch. I love that it's in the Olympics. Interesting note, in the Irish Smith, the early Smith says, we come from Iran, loads of archaeological evidence that New Zealand thinks Iran is their homeland. Interesting. Well, that's the thing, like, Iranians, we're the whitest of brown people. Like, look at me. Now, I know I have a light on me, but like, we are the lightest of brown people. We are Caucasian at the core. All right, I guess I'm not getting coffee. I'll get coffee after this fight. Ahmed Sami, locking in for Gravedigger. Red Air can be trans back to Iran. Yeah, I mean, it was the cradle of civilization for a long, long time. No shame losing to Tom Breeze. Yo, what's up, JL? Oh, I was waiting for it. Told you what if a draw. And you know what? The main event, that didn't even piss me off that much. Like, I mean, it was annoying not to see the belt, you know, get given out. However, I totally saw an argument for Jan winning the first 3 rounds, and then obviously the domination by Ankalaev. The first round is the only one that I think was like, that one's hard to argue. Second and third round, I mean, they were 100% Jan. I wasn't too butthurt about that one, but yeah, the Patty one was a disgrace. And you know what? Doug Crosby, the guy in Bellator who gave that 50-45 card. Fucking judges, man. I'd buy you. I'm losing all my picks on this fight. I don't know what's happening. It's been an interesting card, man. It's been an interesting card. Okay, the fighters are making their walkout right now. Actually, I am going to go. Omar Dafrawy is making his walkout. I'm going to grab a coffee. Kind of like how the Filipinos are the Mexicans of Asia. Dunamis plays in Belarus. That's probably the safest and most Western place you could watch a KHL game. Yeah. I'm not going to dabble in that anytime soon. I'd rather support the Finnish League. I'd rather support Italian League. I'd rather support the SHL than even give the KHL any of my money right now either. After this bout, let's yeet ourselves to get coffee. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it, Gravedigger, because I need some more coffee. And I appreciate you joining, my man. I appreciate you joining. Patty fucking annoying said not even close. Yeah, dude, his post-fight cringe as shit. Joe Rogan didn't even know what he was talking about, too, when he was like, you gonna pay for this interview, lad? And then just in all his interviews, his post-fight presser, he was just so confident. It's like, dude, you're gonna get wrecked. Like, you know what I want, Jay? And the Guru said this as well in his video. And when I watched it, when he was making, his next fight, next opponent for each fighter on the card, give him money, Moicano. Give him money, Moicano. Yeah, Jay, please. Can we get Jay in there to fix the fucking judging? You can beat up that judge and you can take his place. But yeah, give Patty Moicano teach him a fucking lesson. Totally. Pacific Islands. I don't know too much about how New Zealand is colonized or whatnot. But I do know that it is very quote unquote modern and newer compared to the Irans, the Egypts of the world. I can't wait to go to New Zealand. I feel like New Zealanders are like similar to Canadians. It's on YouTube, buddy. Just go to Brave CF on YouTube. All right. 27 years old is Omar Dafrawy. 29 years old is Ahmed Sami. Again, the odds for this one, it's a pick'em. Plus 105 underdog for Dafrawy. He's coming off a 2-fight losing streak, but in Brave, whereas his opponent, Sami, minus 143, however, making his Brave CF debut. And we're off here.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. I appreciate everybody joining right now. I did not think anybody out of the regulars or anybody else was going to join here today, so I appreciate you all. This is awesome, being able to, again, talk to people while watching fights. Good overhand attempt by Sami in the blue. He misses. Dafrawy tried with some counters here, and Sami going for the takedown single leg, and he gets it right into the full guard of Dafrawy. This white Polynesian kid with red hair. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first round. Trying to do some work in the guard is Sami. Sami in the blue again. Dafrawy in the red. Sami in the full guard of Dafrawy as he takes him down. Got him with the single leg. Now on his feet, trying to lay down some hard shots from top position. Dafrawy maybe setting up his submission now as he... Oh, and it's another hard shot from the top by Sami. Some elbows on the bottom now here by Dafrawy. Dafrawy's moving, and Dafrawy attacks to the ankle. Dafrawy looking for an ankle lock. And he gets out of it. Jaden and Jay. We got the J's here. JL, Jay, and Jaden. This is amazing. I just looked at my chat and I was like, oh my god, it's Jay. It is the morning of the J here. Happy Monday, everyone. Can't wait to get some more coffee in me. 3 minutes left in the first round. Still in the guard of Dafrawy is Sami. Not getting too many shots here, though, as Dafrawy's doing his best to defend and get out of this position. I'm wondering if the official will stand them up soon. I don't think they are in Brave. Jay asking if grounded knees are allowed. I don't think they are. Oh, and a nice shot from the top as he exited the guard. That is Sami and came right back into it, but a good left. I'll look that up quickly, Jay. Official looking at this is a high guard here. Maybe a triangle to that. I don't think he has the position. Maybe arm bar. Out of the guard is Sami. Look, Sami just punched the butt of Dafrawy. I don't think they're legal. No, they're not legal in Brave. Jonah Lum was one of the best athletes of all time, man. Was a human steamroller, would make a hell of an NFL player. Idolized in Ireland. I gotta watch some highlights. I'm gonna make a tab for it right now. I know who he is. My buddy's a big rugby fan, but I haven't watched a bunch of his highlights. 1 minute, 19 seconds left in the first round. Still on his back is Omar Dafrawy. One minute left, back up to the feet. Not trying to change the subject, but you fan of Ank whining, saying he was robbed, and the chess leader saying Danish should apologize for robbing. I think in the moment I wasn't upset with Ankalaev at all because, you know, he truly thought he won, and I respected his his game planning. Like he realized, okay, I can't do it on the feet anymore. It's time to go full Dagestan, and it worked against Jan Blachowicz. So like I respect that, and I understand that like you're emotional in there in the cage. So like I wouldn't say that his whine. I wouldn't even call it whining in the cage. I think it was just like you're emotional after a 5-round fight. That was kind of expected. Again, it wasn't a robbery, so I don't think it warranted continued whining perhaps, but I think in the cage and right after, like I had no issue with him. I have an issue though with that fucking piece of shit of a Chechen leader, dictator there. You know, making comments about Dana White. Like fuck that guy, dude. He's a warlord piece of shit. No, not at all. But again, like you're emotional in the cage after, like, and every fighter thinks they won, right? For the most, like, unless you're Jan Blachowicz, but you know what I mean. Like, I wouldn't categorize that as whining personally. If it like continues on and on and on and on, then sure. And there I did see, and I think the guru actually mentioned this, that when he said like I don't want to fight here anymore, that was like a translation gap. He actually meant Vegas because that's where he loses. It wasn't necessarily in the UFC. Again, so to answer your question, part one, I got no issue with him being emotional and upset after that. Whatever. It was close. We all saw it. He's probably looking at it again and thinking it was close. The fact that like I hate when Ali Abdelaziz comes out and like defends his guys like crazy because it's just annoying. And yeah, that piece of shit dictator, he can get fucked and stop commenting on a sport that he thinks it's his that he has no business being in. Being a crybaby. Is Paddy whining worse than Sean over Jan? Or Panning winning worse than Sean over Jan? Yeah, I think so. I think the Jan-Sean fight was way closer than the Paddy Gordon fight. All right, folks. Round 2.
Let's get it all!
Yes. That was... I loved that. I loved that. I love Jan Blachowicz. Kiev is an actual... yes, dude, he's a piece of shit, man. He's a piece of shit. We're talking about Hazmat's dictator homeboy. Yeah, fuck him. Paddy's was worse. I feel like that too. And here we go. Some shots here early by Samdi. 2 right hooks and a high kick. Samdi. Oh, and a nice shot to the liver, and that one almost dropped Dafrawy. Dafrawy looks a little calmer as that liver shot. He goes in for a left hand, quite sloppy body lock on Dafrawy by Sami now. Appreciate the comments, guys. Honestly, you guys are all amazing. I appreciate you. And takedown now. But Dafrawy mostly just gave up his position there. He's going for the guillotine. It's not tight. It's not tight. He's tightening it up now. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left is Dafrawy. Oh, now it's getting tighter. Both these guys using their toes in the cage here, and the ref has to be on it. Good movement by Samdi getting out of that. Now he's in the half butterfly guard of Dafrawy. Oh, look at that. Dafrawy actually pushes up Samdi to posture him to try to get an elbow. Sami up to his feet now. Oh, and a nice shot from top position by Samdi in half guard now. But he's postured up. Dafrawy, though, he is doing a good job of like rolling and trying to get his guard high and get his legs up, maybe to threaten a submission here. Sami very much just doing the wrestling game now in half guard. Elbow there from Sami. Now up to his feet is Sami. On his back still is Dafrawy. Looking to maybe re-enter the guard is Sami. Sami should just let him back up to his feet. Sami was piecing him up on the feet. Just kicking the legs now is Sami. Come on, official. Let him back up. Let him back up. 2 minutes and 24 seconds left. Let him back up. Oh, I hate this shit. I hate this shit. Let him back up, dude. He's not going into the guard, clearly. There we go. Okay, let's him back up. God, I hate that shit. It's so annoying. Dafrawy gets up a little labored. He seems tired. Oh, yeah. Dafrawy just got tagged with a left jab. And Sami going for the single leg takedown right back into the guard of Dafrawy. Great. This is going to be a boring fight now. Sami, he must be tired because he was, in my opinion, ripping up Dafrawy on the feet. Elbows now. He's planted on his feet is Sami in the guard of Dafrawy, laying down some shots. 1 minute and 38 seconds left in the first round. Or second round. Still in the guard. It's not closed. On his knees now is Sami. Sami laying down elbows. Back on his feet is Sami, but he's still in the guard of Dafrawy. Dafrawy threatened for an arm bar there. Doesn't get it, and Sami landed some hard shots from the top. Just planted feet and just laying down some haymakers from the top position. Now on his knees in the full guard. It's not closed, though, by Dafrawy. 1 minute left in the second round. Like the video, folks. Drop a comment in the live chat. Want to interact with you, continue to interact with you. You all are amazing, and I appreciate all the interaction today. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Streaming Thursday, Friday, Saturday, folks. Check out our community post. Oh, and a nice right hand on the entry by Sami on Dafrawy. Check out our community posts for the schedule of all the fight companions that we're hosting this week. Bro's chilling on the ground. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I think he's just tired, probably. I'm like 40 seconds behind you. My internet is bad. Oops. Sorry about that. Elbows in top position. It's half guard, but it's pretty much side control. If there was more time left, the 10-second huge shots from the top position, elbows. I think he's going to get out of this, but if there was more time on the clock, he would have got out of it, but saved by the bell. Dafrawy is going to lose, I imagine, here. One more round, folks. But I mean, if there's 10 more seconds left in that second round, Dafrawy would have been out. He was lucky there was 10 seconds left when he was in that position. I got to sync, though. I'm just talking about things that were said 40 seconds ago. Oh, so the broadcast is saying that Dafrawy might be injured, and that's why he's just kind of still hanging in there, but not doing much and accepting the back position to look for a submission. Yanis was a crazy fight. Looked like their controllers kept disconnecting. Yeah. The only thing I'll say about that fight is like too many cage grabs. I think Sean had like 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, like it was a great fight. I like both of them. Jan is a killer. Sean is Sean. He's fun. He is skilled. Like you cannot take that away from him. Whether you dig his style or not. All right, third and final round, folks.
Let's get it all!
Good display of respect there. They touch gloves. And now Dafrawy looking so slow and sluggish as he walks forward. Eats a kick. Throws an overhand and gets takedown again. I mean, that's been the story of this fight, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. 4 minutes and 30 seconds more of ground and pound. Maybe the official stops it. Oh, here we go. Side control here. Elbow by Sami. I guess it's barely side control. He's kind of just postured up here. And here comes some elbows on the top again. The ref could end this. I mean, he's blocking some of them. Is Omar Dafrawy, but he's just getting totally dominated. Okay, now in the full guard is Sami. Breathing deeply is Dafrawy. On his feet, planted on his feet, still in the guard is Sami. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Decent defense by Dafrawy here, but I mean, like, what else is he going to do? He's not going to win this fight on his back. Unless he gets this armbar, but every time he attacks the armbar, Sami is out of it. He's literally just defending for his life right now, is Dafrawy. Sean's takedown at the end of round 1 to negate Jens over the head takedown was a world class. He was like a lightning bolt. Yeah, I agree. Dude, like Jared Gordon landed every time with that left hand on Patty in the first round. Like, I don't know. I don't know how judges gave Patty all 3 rounds. I really don't. I need to get on that James Krause Discord for the picks. I think he got shut down, dude. I think he got shut down. Oh, both like this guy's just Sammy's just laying on Dafrawy right now. This has been I mean, the first round was exciting. Second and third have just been boring as hell. Side control. Eldarov trying to roll out of it. Gives up his back. Sami, come on, man. Sami laying down some shots to the side of the head. Sami has the back. Pushes Eldarov into the cage. I'm sick of these people saying robbery. All right, Sami postured up now. Half guard, but I mean, up against the fence. Sami has the dominant position here. Omar Dafrawy, I mean, I'll give him credit. He hasn't given up yet. He's still trying to roll out of everything. He hasn't just like completely submitted a position and just taking the ground and pound to get out of it. But I mean, how much more does Sami have to do? And Sami seems just a little gassed as well. But here's some elbows from the top here. Official head right over this one. If Sami can put together just some flurries here, just get a damn position and put together some shots here, this fight could end. But I think Sami's honestly just doing too much. Like, I don't know what Sami's trying to do here. He had a few times where he was very, very much in control. And if he just, I swear, if he laid down like 4 or 5 more elbows, the ref would have stopped it. Now going for a Kimura. Doesn't get it. Like, Sami, really? You're going for a Kimura here? You've entered guard with ease, bro. Half butterfly guard, full guard now. 1 minute and 17 seconds left in this third round. Hill gonna KO Glover. Imagine who would have thought Jamal Hill maybe UFC champion next month. Yeah, poor Anthony Smith. Anthony Smith at work on the panel. And he's told that, oh, my fight with Jamal Hill apparently is canceled because Uncle Dana apparently does make fights on Saturday night. Yeah, I mean, Jamal Hill. Oh, and that's it. Oh, wait, it's not it. Wait, what's going on here? Ref stands him up. Okay, I thought maybe it was over, but the ref stands him up in a flying knee by Sami, and it lands. Sami now looking for the kill. Dafrawy goes for a single leg. Doesn't get it. 15 seconds left. Ten seconds left. I don't think it's going to be as one-sided as you are making it out to be in the chat there, Jay. I do think Jamal Hill hits like a fucking freight train, and I do like him, but let's be honest. Santos took him down with ease. Santos took him down with ease. An old Santos. And no disrespect to Jamal Hill. I love him. I'm actually a huge Jamal Hill fan. But you're coming off a loss to Santos, who's on, what, a 4-fight losing streak or a 3-fight losing streak, who's not the Santos of old. If Santos took you down with ease, oof, watch out for Glover, baby. Watch out for Glover. But you're right, the age factor, we'll see if he's declining or not. I'm excited for the fight. I'm not confident in picking anybody yet. I'm not counting out Glover just yet. Oh yeah. But I'm just saying, Smith was supposed to fight Jamal Hill in February, I think, February or March, and he's literally on the panel. And he's like, "Well, I guess my training camp is for nothing." Like, I don't know if Rakic is healthy by then. I hope that's who replaces Jamal Hill and fights Smith. I saw a video of Pouty being chewed out of it in a boxing gym, being told his fitness is a joke and he can't let the kids beat his ass. I know he did, but he also got taken down with ease. And if you're against Glover, That's not good. You're going to take him down and submit it because Santos is not a good submission guy. That's what I'm just saying. Like, Glover's a way bigger threat. And if Hill can't defend a takedown against Santos, then my goodness, he better be practicing in training camp against Glover. That's all I'm going to say. And again, I'm a Jamal Hill fan, and I'm not saying that Glover's going to win. I'm not saying Jamal Hill's going to win. I'm not confident to make a pick yet. Not at all. No training partners for him while he's puking in a bucket being told this is a joke. Oh. What video is that? It's a unanimous decision. Yes, 100%. Sami's going to win this unanimous decision. Santos is not the same, dude. No, I know, but again, I'm just saying, like, if Santos can take you down, Glover will maul the fuck out of you because Santos is not a wrestler, especially anymore with the amount of knee injuries he's had and things like that. Love Jamal Hill. Again, he's one of my favorite fighters right now. Any fight night, any event that has Jamal Hill, like I am there. I love his shitty tattoos. Jan versus Jamal would be a great fight on the feet. Yeah. Yes, it would. And it would stay on the feet. Right? It would stay on the feet. I don't think Jan would try to take him down. Anyways, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, the shuffle of the light heavyweight division. Pat needs to quit blowing up. Like, how can he get better walking around at 200 plus? Yeah. Oh, Patty the baddie. Hate it when I break an egg and the yolk breaks too. Dude, I know. It's one of those things. It makes you sad. Unanimous decision. Sami! Dude, I have no idea, Jay. And like, I think the whole MMA world is confused. And for some reason, Dana White was pissed off. I didn't think the fight was that bad. Dana White was all pissed off, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no rematch. None of these guys are fighting Glover. We're gonna do Jamal fucking Hill." It's like, okay, but it should have just been Glover Ankalaev or Glover Jan. And Glover Ankalaev, if they want to do it in Brazil, they should just let him do it in Brazil. Glover said he was ready to fight Jan. If the UFC would have done that, the UFC should have done that. No, I read Glover. I was just agreeing. Ain't the best anymore. And if he can take Jamal down, Glover's going to be dangerous. Yeah. And again, this is assuming Glover looked as good, is in the same type of shape that he's been in, against Jan and Yuri as well. He has taken quite a bit of time off since the Yuri fight too. So we'll see. That decline can happen for any athlete in their 40s, just like that. I was talking about it on my hockey podcast, talking about Ovechkin too. I said Ovechkin's going to break Gretzky's goal record in 3 years minimum if he doesn't have that flash decline like some athletes do. Glover, would he smoked by Ank? Again, I wouldn't say that. If Jan wasn't smoked by Ank, then I wouldn't say Glover would either. Ank's legs are fucked. Showed his stand-up needs improving. Yeah, for being a stand-up guy over a wrestling guy, he's quick, Jay. His striking is very quick, but it could use improvement. He's only 30 years old too, which is crazy. Right? He's only 30, so I'm excited to see him develop 100%. (3-1) Jan is probably going to go man's made out of whatever Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, his bones are steel. Dana was mad at the Patty situation and let it on Ankalaev and Jan. I think Dana was happy Patty won. Glover might get wrecked next fight. People need to remember he is not performing the same. Yeah, I mean, he's 40. He's 40. He might get wrecked. You're totally right. But I hope this is this is what I hope, Jay. I hope he wins. He wins the belt. And, at that point, Dana couldn't even get mad at him if he just vacates or waits to fight Yuri in a year. at that point. I know with everything that's going on right now, vacating it after and retiring, but like I don't even think Dana would be mad, and that would be like the stamp to the end of Glover's career. Obviously, that would fuck up the division, giving not really fuck up the division, but again, it would throw more craziness into the division that's already nuts right now. So what I think and hope was going to happen, knock on wood, Glover wins it. He either retires or he waits, fights Yuri. Yuri's going to beat the shit out of him when he comes back. Knock on wood is, his shoulder just completely compromised either. At that point, I don't think Glover will be able to handle the heat again. And then, it rolls on. But again, it's just so crazy to predict right now. It's so crazy to predict. I could just be talking out of my ass. Who knows? Okay, I have to go get some coffee, bros. So please do not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. I will be right back. Jay, I see your comments and we'll get back to them in a second. I'll be right back, folks. I'll quickly update the screen here and the ticker so we know what fights are coming up next. We will highlight them. We will talk about them after the break. 4 more fights left here on the card. I also have a work meeting in 5 minutes that I have to tell my boss I ain't going to be there for. Totally thought this card would be done by this time. I totally thought it was just a 6-fight card, but no, we had various fights that were not even listed, which I'm not complaining because most of them were finishes. So there you go. There we go. Next fight here on the other side. Do not go anywhere. Live play-by-play, live commentary, live reaction, most importantly, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Like the video, drop a comment in the live chat because I want to keep interacting with you all. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss a live stream. 2-minute break on the other side. We'll get back to the main card of Brave CF 67 live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel. And we are back live here on the City Light Project YouTube channel for another live fight companion, this time in Bahrain, this time for Brave CF. That's right, Brave Combat Federation 67. This is a live TV event for everyone in Bahrain. There will be another big Brave event, Brave 68. I believe next week or in 2 weeks' time. This is the second Brave fight companion that we're doing on the channel, and I'm really excited that even though we are early in the morning here, Monday morning, for those in North America, that we have a bunch of people here as well. So I appreciate you all. Some of you are at work. Some of you are just tuning in to say hi. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. We'll highlight the next fighters here in just a moment's time. Zoomer loyalist. I feel like the light heavyweight division has been disarray since Jones left. I wouldn't say disarray, but it hasn't been as stable. And like, you know, when Jones was the reigning king, Jones and no, I would even say before it was in disarray, dude. What are you talking about? John Jones being stripped of the title, Daniel Cormier losing and then getting it back. Like John, like it's been in disarray for a little while, but I felt like it was stable when Jan won, when Jan got it. Glover won it fair and square. Yuri won it fair and square. You know, kind of like the heavyweight title. It's going to bounce around. Like it's very rare that in the heavier divisions you see a guy defend as long as he does, as long as Jones did, right? I believe Jared Gordon was robbed too. Yes. I feel like Glover, because this was his last chance to get that payday on top. Yuri's gone. Bruh, what's going on, Baker? Thank you so much for joining, brother. Thank God for fucking coffee. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gravedigger, don't you work the night shifts? Like, what are you doing up still? Ooh. Honestly, man, I don't even know if Connor, I don't even know if Connor fights again. I'm going to say that. I don't even think Connor fights again. Man, the song that my break song? Jay's brutally honest. I will change it next time, Jay. Thank you for the feedback. I'm excited for it. The number of crime that cost John Jones the belt is comical, then tragic. Yeah, I think Jones is going to fight in 2023. If we're gonna bet on it, I don't think Connor is, personally. Oh, the song of Brave CF. Okay, fair enough, because I know the song in the break was a little different too. But yeah, Mahmoud Sebie's walkout song was cringe. All right, folks, round one.
Let's get it on!
Let's get it on. And Mahmoud Sebie, former Olympic wrestler, and he goes in right away for the takedown, and he gets it against Wajdi Missaoui in the blue. Missaoui, I should say, in the blue. Sebie in the red. Sebie, former Olympic wrestler, went right for the takedown, and he is inside control right now. Sebie is the -163 favorite. Missaoui plus 120. Looking to get back in the win column is Sebie. Sebie gets the full mount position right now. Got another harassment case from Monaco, so won't want the American press. You're in college now, fuck my job. Cheers, buddy. So Christmas break's just around the corner then. Wajdi is my locking it in. 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Escaping the full mount was Wajdi, but it didn't matter because in the full guard, Sebie was able to get the ground and pound via hammer fist and win the fight. That was quick. I mean, he has some wrestling. Oh my goodness. Just tore through his opponent on the ground game. Gave up the mount. Was able to get in top position. in the guard and just hammer fisted the fuck out of his. He knocked him out. His opponent is still laying there on the ground. All right, we're looking in the mount right now. Or sorry, in the full guard. Right hand. So 2 right hands. One of them, the second one knocks him out. Look, the second one knocks him out. 2 hammer fists to finish off. There we go. Shit. Damn it, 3-2. Started. Oh, man, he is out. Look at that. He is out. Wow. Dude, this guy is good, man. I know he's only a 2-2 record. Maybe he's only good at this level. You know what I mean? But, like, that was dominance. Connor brought his brother-in-law, a coke dealer, a house in the same golf club, and they nearly went to court evicting them. Jesus. Didn't know that he got the knockout. I didn't know until I just saw him like actually go back to see him and like, you know, shake his hand and everything. And he was out. Nose bleeding here. Finally sitting up on the bench is Wajdi. Toes curled and everything. Yeah. Oh my goodness. What a brutal knockout there. From full guard too, man. Not even the mount. Wow. Artem. I don't know if you guys have watched Napoleon Blown Apart. I know Gravedigger does. He's a great like storyteller YouTuber, and he has like one on Conor McGregor, and the Artem Lobov bit of it is just amazing. He does some really funny editing. Artem Lobov. Choo choo, motherfucker. What are we talking? Boxing or kickboxing? In kickboxing, Tate. In boxing, probably Jake Paul. Man, who cares about them? Honestly, who cares? They don't even sell pay-per-views. Like, it's hilarious. They get Twitter views because 12-year-olds and 15-year-olds, I guess, because I guess they were 12-year-olds when they were watching Jake Paul, and now they're probably like 15, 16, because they all have Twitter and Instagram, so they're looking at the highlights, they're following them, but like they're not stealing their parents' credit cards to buy the pay-per-views. I ain't for $60. Are you shitting me? Paul can box though. Even with this, I'm a YouTuber account. He can box. He can box. I don't dog him. I don't give a fuck. Is he first Tate? Is he? And the Prince of Egypt is the winner. Oh, yeah. Zoomer Lois, you didn't. I'm sorry to hear that. I have not had them. I have a friend whose father gets them quite a bit. Even my mom had kidney stones. She was pregnant with my sister, so I feel bad for everyone else. Zoomer Lois, I hope you're feeling better today, brother. I like Jake, but mainly Logan's podcast. Logan's had some good episodes. I watched the Mr. Beast one recently. Look, I'm not going to sit here and hate on them. I'm just like I'm a mixed martial arts fan. I watch boxing every now and then, and like it's a good story. The guy's got skill. I could give 2 fucks about Andrew Tate. I mean, he's not a fighter anymore. That's not how he makes his money, and I think he's been out of the game for a few years. Jake Paul, again, credit to him. I'm not paying fucking for his pay-per-view, I'll tell you that much. Artem saying the whiskey is his idea. So dumb. Artem, craft beer and whiskey is on every shelf. Artem has craft beer? Did you see Ilya Chupiria called out Ortega? I'd be so keen. Ooh, I like that. It's crazy because Ortega's so much taller than him. It'd be like, it's honestly going to look like when Volk fought Ortega, Volkanovski. Ilya Chupiria is tiny. Like, he's built, but he's tiny. I'm down for that fight, though. I'm down for that fight. Till walked out to Top G song. Yeah, look again. I can't believe I'm doing this. You guys are. I know you guys are like smarter than me, but you know what? I'll do it anyways. Like, this is not to say that he can't box, but come on, folks. Like, when you're watching ESPN Plus on like an actual boxing card, they're better fights. They're actual, and I'm not like asterisk actual. They are actual competitive pro boxing fights that mean something for the most part in the rankings. They're not exhibition that are boxing matches at the very core. I personally, and this is no like judgment on anybody else. I don't care if people think he's the best boxer or go out of their way to pay for it. I really don't. To each their own. I, as someone who likes to watch the sport, and I know we watch the regionals and things like that here, but who likes to watch the sport outside of the show, I guess, of YouTuber boxing, like it's just not for me. But I'm never going to say the kid's not a good boxer. He did beat a very old Anderson Silva, who is a boxer now, you know, and that's something. He has to fight a boxer soon, though, like an actual boxer. I don't care if it's a Canada boxer who's 5-30, but he has to fight a journeyman boxer for, I think, the people like myself to start taking his career more seriously. And that's all I want to say on the matter. Oh, I don't want to imagine. Yeah, Andrew Tate. I guess this is just social media. Jake doesn't gain much from beating him. Well, again, the same thing to be said about Andrew Tate. He used to be an actual kickboxer. Way more fights than Jake Paul's ever had. And if we were talking about that Andrew Tate, the kickboxer Andrew Tate, not whatever the fuck he is now, he thinks he's a messiah, then we can talk. No, he's using Connor because he told him to open a brewery. Okay. So I did listen to the interview that Artem had. It sucks that they were like the bromance of mixed martial arts. All right, we're waiting to hear if we're gonna see this fight or this fight next. I imagine it's this one since the co-main is coming up. Did I say there were title fights on this card too? I'm so sorry. There aren't any title fights on this card. That was jungle fights, which I was going to stream last night, but it got too late. I did watch it, though, and goddamn, it's a fun promotion. Till got destroyed by Duplessis. Yeah, that was a fun fight, though. Till cannot wrestle. Like, what the hell was he doing to Hamzat there? Most boxing fights aren't competitive, to be honest. Okay, fair enough, but, like, I hope that you all know what I'm trying to say, because like I don't want to keep trying to explaining it. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm trying to explain it as respectfully as I can, but it's just like, put it this way: the boxing matches that I watch, they're way more competitive. But you're right, it is fading. Like the undercards of boxing fights now are kind of a joke, but. Yeah, I maybe it's because I'm 30 years old, or I'm almost 30, that I'm just like, you know what? Talk to me when the kid's 20-0. Then it's like, okay, now we're cooking. But again, respect to come up, and I respect that he's not just fighting like honestly, Logan's more of a joke boxer than Jake, fighting fucking Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather's like like KSI, the YouTuber, and his brother fighting like that shit. Floyd Mayweather, that shit pisses me off. At least Jake is fighting. He's at least fighting, so he has my respect. Do I give a fuck about his boxing career? Not at all. I'd rather watch BKFC. Till Lion saying he owned that company, now it's worth billions. It's so cringe. Oh.
Emotional damage.
I hope you're doing better, Zoomer loyalist. Seriously, I hope you're doing better. I never want to wish that upon anybody, even my worst enemy. He tried to fix Kaylee Taylor fight for Serrano and got whooped. Neo Inu is fighting today, and he is a minus 10,000 favorite, and the rest of the card is similar odds. Fuck boxing. Artem has been growing on me. He's a personality. Choo choo, motherfucker. Watch his BKFC fight too. It was awesome. not really technically sound. It was an absolute war. I hope so. Because Fury's last fight, he just destroyed the poor guy. City Life looks like he is absolutely ecstatic to be talking about Top G and Jake Paul. I'm so excited. You know what? I'm not even going to stream it. I was going to stream Silva. Oh, it looks like we have a different... Okay, so this fight might have just been scrapped from the card, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because we're going right to the co-main event. All right, it looks like that fight might have been canceled. All right, going right to the co-main event. Look, I'll repeat it again. No disrespect to what Jake Paul is doing at all. I'm gonna focus on the sport that I like, the sports that I like, not YouTuber boxing, which is a sport in its own. Lacrosse, hockey, and MMA, baby. Let's go. All right, co-main event of the evening. Let's go. If they're big enough, they got to do surgery, I think. Artem had to flee Kadyrov. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Fuck Kadyrov. Who's it gonna smoke this fool? I'm excited for that one. I like Fury. He's fun. Mine was 2 millimeters. I think at 4 or 5 millimeters, there's some sort of surgery they need to do. Ugh. God damn, Zoomer Loyal. Drink your water, kids. Drink your water. Isha, you upset? Why am I upset? Also, ayo, I'm upset that you haven't brought me your freaking 7th Avenue pizza you owe me. And you're gonna come back with, well, where's my hoodie, bro? Fair enough. It's here. It's here. There's medicines too that can expand the bladder tube, whatever. Okay. Yeah, man. Honestly, from all of us here at the City Life, from everyone in the chat, I mean, I'm speaking on their behalf, but Baker, I think, is as well. Like, I just hope you're like wishing you best vibes, best recovery. We have your back here, brother. We're thinking of you. He needs to be more trollers to get back to... He just needs to beat a real boxer, and then I think everyone's in. Everyone's in on him. Like, okay, this guy's an actual amateur boxer. Cobra Tate. It's like a Christmas remix right now. Yeah, I did. Next week has some hot UFC prospects fighting in the Armin fight. Should be great. It's going to be a good event Saturday. If you post Andrew Tate videos, don't recommend this channel straight away. AO. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan, but that's me. I know what he's doing, but I'm not a fan. Just like I wasn't a fan of like when I was younger watching like the Nelk Boys pranks. Canadian pride, baby. Love that shit. The turn they took. Again, shout out to their podcast. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just like, you know, people change, people monetize in weird ways, and that's Andrew Tate for you. I'll buy you a pizza soon. Can't wait. Just get a vacuum and suck that bastard up, brother. Man, these walkout songs. That's the thing. UFC, they won't let you play some of the walkout songs you want. You see in these other promotions, they don't give a fuck. As long as I bring it to you, I can raid your fridge again. Well, I mean, sure, I'll always give you some beers for free, brother, but like that's not part of the deal. You already lost the bet. Like you owe me the pizzas regardless if I give you some beers. But yes, I'll let you take a case. This savage is chewing gum with a mouth guard. I'm going black and red stripes. Dude, that's crazy. How crazy was Benson Henderson with the toothpick though? That's insane. All right, let's take a look at these fighters. The chat has been unbelievable, folks. The chat has been unbelievable as the fighters are making their walkouts right now. So they just have bad taste in music. Tyson Fury shout out conspiracy after the fight. If you know, you know. Man, the Fury's father, Tyson, and his whatever was it, Love Island brother, they're fucked. But Tyson is funny. I'll give him that. All right, let's highlight the fighters here. Co-main event of the evening. Yanis Ghemmouri versus Bair Shtepin. Bair Shtepin out of Elista, Russia, is 3-2 in his last 5 fights. He's 10-5 total, 134 pounds. He won his last fight, but coming off his last win, he lost 2. He is 4-3 in M1 Global, 1-2 in Brave, and 3-0 in AMC. His last fight was a win in Open Fighting Champion. Before then, he lost twice in Brave FC. He didn't win his Brave FC debut back in 2020 upon leaving M1, which M1's a decent league. M1's a decent league. Looking at his opponent, Yanis Ghemmouri, 10-1, 27 years old, fought in LFC and 100% fighting. He fought in UAE Warriors before making his Brave debut earlier in 2021. He's coming off a 2, 4, 6, 8 fight win streak. Again, he's 1 in Brave, he's 1 in UAE. Let's take a look at the odds here. Oh, it's pretty close. Ghemmouri -125. Bair Shtepin -105. I'm going with Ghemmouri -125. That is my pick. You got to try the Shell's Barrel Age I was telling you about. Solid 8 out of 10. I will try it as next time I leave into the cities and go on a beer run, my man. You know me, lads. Fight with tonight or what? Oh, fight of the night. Oh my God, so cringe. So cringe. Silva beat Julio Chavez Jr., who's a real boxer and a former champion, and Jake beat Silva. Yeah, but again, that was 2 years ago that Silva beat him. When you're in your 40s and you're an athlete, the decline, it's not gradual. It can happen quickly. Not to say that like he declined. I'm just saying like, again, why am I defending myself here? Fuck Jake Paul boxing. Fuck YouTuber boxing. This is an MMA stream. You guys who want to watch Jake Paul, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's get it on!
Round 1. Ghemmouri, Shtepin. You gonna shoot Dylan down as a KSI fight? No. If it's MMA, maybe. If it's boxing, no. Plus, Jake Paul's having trouble getting a fight. No one wants to ruin their boxing career losing to him, even if it's a decent payday, which is crazy. Again, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, and we're even you guys are taking away from the play-by-play here. I have no disrespect for Jake Paul. I think it's great what he's doing. I think it's great that he actually is taking the sport seriously. Am I going to follow boxing because of him? Absolutely not. And that's the end of my conversation on the matter. Yanis for me too. 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first round. Blue for Shtepin. Red for Ghemmouri. Very, very close in the betting odds, folks. As I said in closing, Ghemmouri -125, Shtepin -105. I'm really gushing over Tate in a minute.
Exactly that.
No, not at all. That's oh my God. Bashing my head into my mic. I never said he looked bad. I said I respect him. But I don't give a fuck about YouTube boxers. I barely give a fuck about real boxers. I'm an MMA fan, hockey fan, and lacrosse fan. I created a monster in the chat. You got me fired up. You got me fired up, boys. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first round. Getting fired up over a guy I actually like. I love it. I love it. Oh, I actually did bash my head into the mic there. Oof. Still on their feet here. The main event of the evening, by the way, the one coming up, the betting odds are crazy on that one. Like it is night and day. Whereas this one's very, very close. Oh, and a nice counter right by Shtepin as Ghemmouri walked in. Center of the ring. Someone's going to clip me going. Maybe our friend I Swallow. I imagine he'll perform some of his graphics. Motherfucker. Like the video, folks. Drop a comment in the live chat. Love interacting with you, even if it is about Jake Paul. Absolutely love it. You guys got a reaction out of me. You got me fired up. I am 100% awake now. I mean, it's 11:30 my time. I should be awake anyways. It's almost lunchtime. How crazy. It's these 3 hours have gone by so quickly, and it's because you all are so amazing in the chat. Jaden, Zoomer Loyalist, Gravedigger, JL, Jay, Baker, Matthew. Victoria joined us earlier as well. I mean, you all are amazing. It's the morning of the Jays. And again, Zoomer, like I'm wishing you all the best, man, and I hope you feel better because I can't imagine what you went through this weekend. Oh my goodness. You guys make me smile. I fucking love it. I fucking love all of you. We have such a great community here, and I fucking love every one of you.
Hey, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Last minute of the first round. Oh, and another nice counter right by Shtepin. It's been a lot more of a chess match here, but neither of them have even insinuated that they want to go to the ground yet. Very much just trying to step in and step out. Both of them seemingly counter strikers. 40 seconds left in the first round. Victoria's back. What's up, Victoria? We just gave you a shout out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Everybody, turn on notifications as well. Ring the bell for notifications on the channel so you never miss an upload, a vlog, and or a stream. I was going to ask you guys, by the way, for big events, do you want me to do more previews? Do you want me to do post-fight, shows and rundowns? Or a low kick, 15 seconds left on Shtepin. I was thinking about doing some more content to accompany the live streams, whether it's maybe a preview before the stream drops, or like a post fight show, or like 3 or 5 takeaways from the evening. Would you guys want to see something like that if I put some more work into doing that on the channel? Also, I found my trade proposal for your favorite team. I haven't been on Twitter yet. Oh, axe kick attempt there. We don't see those a lot. And then a knee to the body and a spinning side kick by Shtepin. Shtepin looks like his shorts are straight up from the 90s, folks. I had them personalized, so yeah! If you want to see good boxing, Nayo Inu is fighting today. He's ranked #1 pound for pound. Shame it won't be competitive. Is it on... Where's it broadcasting, Jaden? I do have to catch up on some work because Monday are my busy work days, but I'll have it on in the background. Is it on ESPN? Or I guess you're in New Zealand, so how would you know? I'll look it up. I will look it up. But thank you. Oh, 100%. 100%. Someone invited me to a New Year's party, and I was like, no, I am streaming Ryzen and Bellator. I think a preview to talk about recent news in MMA before stream would be good. Sweet. I have a friend who does like a similar channel. It's for soccer, but he'll do a preview before the game, do the live stream, and then do like takeaways as well. Mind you, there's less soccer games than there are MMA, so I just want to, pick my battles wisely. All right, round 2.
Let's get it all!
Ooh, beautiful kicks by Shtepin. Checked some of the kicks of Ghemmouri, and then went for another spinning kick up high. Oh, but Shtepin with some counters there after the body kick. This is a fun fight. Since you're a big MMA fan, have you rolled before? Yeah, I was doing quite a bit of jiu-jitsu before I moved to the States, and I just found an awesome school here. Shout out to Southside BJJ in Minneapolis. That's where I'm. I just got a month membership for January. December was a little tight. But yeah, I'm gonna go back training full time. I hopefully want to end up, doing competitions someday. Now I'm not good enough for that at all, but like that's my goal. Juliana Pena moment tonight. Start like 20 minutes early and talk about whatever happened in MMA since last stream. That fucking right. That's a good idea. Hey, that's pretty good. Sweet, Zoomer Loyalist. I will thank you for the feedback. Definitely considering now my artistic flow is well, my artistic mind is flowing, and I'm excited to start putting the wheels in motion. Personally, I had Patty winning 30-24. Who are you, Doug Crosby? Then I'll be bringing my brandy for the New Year's Eve. Hell yeah, buddy! I'll be I have some Nika coffee, Japanese whiskey that'll be sipping on that night. 3 minutes left in the second round. Now, two nice outside low kicks for Ghemmouri. One of them caught by Shtepin. I mean, this very much looks like a Muay Thai fight. Right on, right on, right on. What about you, Baker? Do you do jiu-jitsu or boxing or anything? And by the way, before I even did, my first sport was Shaolin Kung Fu. So, like Kevin Holland, everybody likes Kung Fu fighting. And I did fight in competitions. Mind you, I was very young, from like 9 to 14. And my instructor was very much like Mr. Miyagi in that he didn't know the rules to any of the competition. So when I went and punched the kid right in the nose, I got disqualified, and he was just laughing. Will be broadcast by any Amazon Prime domestically and by ESPN in the United States. Jaden, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
I'm definitely going to watch that. 2 minutes left, and it's now Ghemmouri the one who's pressing forward. I mean, this is just an awesome exchange of striking and kicks, folks. If you want me to talk a little bit about it more play-by-play, just let me know. If not, I think we're just going to keep interacting with the chat, and I'll take a look at the broadcast and make sure that I don't miss anything either. 2 minutes left in the second round. I'm thinking about starting BJJ. I'm mid-20s, though. Now, I feel like I'm starting late, though. Zoomer Loyalist, I'm 28. Or 29, Jesus. I'm 29. I started when I was 28. And I just heard there was a woman, she was 65 and she just got her black belt at like 72 or something like that. Now she's not competing, but like how cool is that? So it's never too late. I believe it's such a good workout too, man. It's such a good workout. I highly recommend it. And like it's just such a puzzle. Like if you like problem solving too and you like working out, it's like 2-in-1. It's incredible. And like when you start out, you're going to start defense heavy, or you're mostly just going to learn like advancing position, guard work, going from like side control, back control, north, south, like very simple things like that. But man, like a few months, it's so addicting. Like I usually get a membership where I'll take 2 classes a week, 1 or 2 classes a week, and then just go open roll. I would highly recommend doing 1 class, then going to an open roll and just like testing out what you're learning. 50 seconds left in the second round. Ghemmouri's the one pushing forward, trying to take away space from Shtepin. Shtepin still landing some decent shots, though, but I think he's slowed down immensely compared to the first round. You got to go try rolling off the edibles. Dude, I'm waiting for it. I mean, I do like the hippie lettuce. I'm not going to lie. Oh, nice Muay Thai kick there. An outside low kick by Ghemmouri. Ghemmouri's winning this fight back here in the second round. I think Shtepin won the first round, but Ghemmouri's definitely doing better here. Oh, nice front kick to the face. Oh, the knee, outside of the knee on Ghemmouri. Ghemmouri stopped and grabbed it. Look at the judge, and that is over.
Look at the finish it! And it's all over!
Baby, with the comeback. Ghemmouri with the comeback.
Oh, shit! Oh my goodness!
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for Shtepin because his knee is fucked. His knee is fucked. But what a comeback. What a comeback. Jaden, I am going to wait 3 months into training before I do that, because I think I'd just be I'd get too paranoid, because I'm like, I want to do well, and I don't go there and expect that, like, oh, if I make a mistake, I'm going to look like a fool. But I feel like high off the edibles, I would, especially in an open roll, because everyone's better than you in open rolls. So the sold Paula's record. That's all I saw. Banker has 2 apples for Team Canada today. Is it U18s or is it World Junior? It's World Junior Camp prelims or whatever. I'm mostly a street fight like Kimbo Slice, but I'm willing to learn new styles. Dude, Gravedigger Jones, you kick all our asses. Muay Thai and kickboxing is a lot of fun too. I took some kickboxing classes again just to like stay in shape in college. So much fun. Cleaned him off. Yeah, baby. 4-2. That was a fun fight. That was a fun fight. Charles probably high all the time. Dude, honestly, I fucking love that fighter. Like, I know he's never going to go down as like one of the greatest of all time. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. But he's going to go down as like one of the fighters with the most unique stories in the UFC. And I love Charles Oliveira. I love the way he fights. You know, fought real fighters on his way up, unlike the can crusher that is Khabib. And I absolutely love, he's an absolute joy to watch. I was devastated, you know, when he I was just gonna say lost the belt, but I guess he technically didn't have it. When Islam beat him, credit where credit is due to Islam. But yeah, Charles Oliveira will always be one of my favorite fighters. Same with like BJ Penn back. Like I know BJ Penn's decline was oof, ugh. And he, you know, at the time was a legend, but now looking at some of the fighters in the modern day have fought to get to where they are, I mean, maybe BJ Penn's road to greatness wasn't as hard as some. I mean, and he did fight the Matt Hugheses. He did fight Diego Sanchez in his prime. But I loved much like I love watching Charles. There's just something about him that I just like, just violent, like the way he performs violence is so beautiful. Much like BJ Penn. World Juniors Camp. We're going to be doing some content on the SodaPod YouTube channel for World Juniors, folks. That's my other channel that we're kind of starting to put some more effort into. So go check that out as well. Ty walks out to Street Fighter as his style. Love it. Data 5000 versus Ryan Bader is the fight to make. If Bader beats Fedor, then why not? Oh my god. I watched that live, dude, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Dude, that cut was insane. Diego got absolutely destroyed. And then who else did BJ Penn defend against? Joe Daddy Stevenson, when Stevenson was on the rise in the lightweight division. That was a brutal fight too. Stevenson was also covered in blood. I think it was the Stevenson fight where BJ Penn licked his gloves. Licked the blood off his gloves. Talk about COVID protocol. Man, my man did too many sit-ups to keep the Ukrainian shirt on. He's jacked, dude. Would have loved to see Tony Ferg versus Khabib the first time it was booked. Oh man, even the second time. Tony Ferguson is one of those two that I think like he will go down as one of the maybe not like the greatest, like not one of the GOATs conversations. I don't think though, but he will go down as having one of the most unique stories as well. Funny enough, in the lightweight division, he was the boogeyman. And that guy was a savage, and it was so beautiful to watch him fight in his peak. Yep. Khabib's Bliss was glow in the dark the first few fights. It just sucks that, like, on his record, he has wins that count as professional wins when they were 2-round fights, which in North America should be considered as amateur fights. And look, once he got to the UFC, 2-3 fights in, he was fighting real guys. But, like, I hate when they're like, oh, greatest of all time because of his record. It's like, no, shut the fuck up. Look at the first 10, 15 fights. And then tell me if Charles, you know, had the better rise, if Tony had the better, you know what I'm saying? Khabib, GSP at welterweight was the fight for me. Ooh, I would have been sick. It would have been sick because if GSP could nullify the wrestling of Khabib, then that's just a crazy story, given that GSP wasn't like a college wrestler or had a Sambo background. He was a karate guy and just an absolute specimen of an athlete. It's funny, guys, like in Canada, we do not give enough love to George St. Pierre as one of the greatest athletes of all time for our country. We like no one, it doesn't seem like our country gives him enough love for being one of the greatest athletes of all time in Canada. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, main event is next. Here, let me highlight the ticker and the screen. My apologies, folks. The chat has been unbelievable today. Honestly, you all are amazing. I cannot believe how much interaction we've had today on this morning card on Monday morning of all days. So I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. All right, main event of the evening is next, and then I have to get to work because I got a lot of work to do today on this Monday. The odds for this fight are crazy, by the way, folks. The last fight was pretty much a pick'em. We had a second round finish, whereas this one, this one's a little different. We'll dive into all of it in just a moment. Just updating the ticker on the bottom of the screen. No title fight here. All right. There we go. There's the ticker on the bottom of the screen. Wayne Gretzky gets all the clout. Dude, Wayne Gretzky, I mean, for me, it's like Terry Fox #1. Like Terry Fox, the greatest Canadian athlete of all time. I will not, like, the guy is an absolute legend, okay? And he didn't even compete in professional sports. The guy just like attempted to run across the country with one leg while battling cancer to raise money for cancer. Like, I'm sorry. Terry Fox, in my opinion, he's the GOAT. He is the GOAT. And then, yeah, Gretzky gets all the clout, which well-deserved. Mario Lemieux doesn't get as much as Gretzky, but to be honest, I would put, as far as like the greatest athlete, I would put Mario Lemieux above Gretzky just because the guy fought cancer himself as well and faced so many injuries and still put up godly numbers. Could you imagine if the guy was injury-free, never fought cancer in his professional hockey career? He would probably have more points than Gretzky. Look at his points per game, though. I mean, they're like, they are the two best hockey players to ever play. Shout out Canada. And then you go into like, you know, Olympic athletes, where there's a lot of like famous figure skaters, famous snowboarders, famous runners, a few, you know, former NFL players, some baseball players. They get more golfers, and, you know, like, nothing against Brooke Henderson. Shout out to Brooke Henderson. She gets more talk in her mid-20s as one of the greatest athletes in Canada over George St. Pierre. Now, I know George St. Pierre's not active, but you know what I mean. Like, people, I think, know Brooke Henderson more than they know George St. Pierre is one of the best athletes in Canadian history. Eldar looks juicy in that pick. I know. We'll highlight them in just a moment as they're making their walkouts right now. Man, BJ Penn was a menace. I loved BJ Penn. When he was in the height of his career, it was art. It was beautiful watching him fight. Gretzky, greatest sport brain, 100%. I'm that asshole Canadian who always says, though, he's the second greatest hockey player of all time. The greatest hockey player of all time was Mario Lemieux. Gretzky was the best chess player of all time. But you put Gretzky against Lemieux one-on-one, Lemieux would destroy him. Now, again, I understand the game of hockey is not a one-on-one game, so Gretzky's still going to get but as far as just athletic ability, able to overcome adversity and still dominate at the highest level, Mario motherfucking Lemieux. Let's go, baby. Connor took Khabib's back. GSP taps him. Dude, in their prime, both of them in their prime. That or GSP just beats him up. Some nice elbows on the entry, some uppercuts when Khabib goes in for the takedown. Would have been nice. I mean, the super fight when I was growing up was Anderson Silva and GSP, but I just don't think the weight would have worked because Silva was like a heavy 185. GSP was a natural 170. What's next for Till? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Dana is seemingly like still happy with him. Just put him against a striker. Put him against a striker. And hopefully he goes back to welterweight. Okay. I got you. Till Wonderboy Thompson, welterweight. That's the fight to make. That's the fight to make. GSP is my hero in the Superman of Canada. Better role model than Pictogram. Sorry, I mean hit and run. Sorry, I mean head bashing cop car juicy John Jones. Dude, 100%. George St. Pierre, in my opinion, is top 3 best Canadian athletes of all time. Such a good role model. Still today, nothing but class. He was one of the first, UFC athletes to start wearing suits to the events and stuff too. Absolutely love George St. Pierre. I am not impressed with your performance. Do you know about Maurice Richard? Yes, I do. The Rocket. The Rocket, Maurice Richard, baby. He would smoke in between periods too. Bisping, Duck, Yoel, and Robert, 100%. Most underrated hockey GOAT, man, was way ahead of its time. True legend. He is one of the greatest, 100%. I would argue that Gordie Howe is still a better hockey player than him, though. That's kind of like my thing on the when I'm on podcasts or on radio shows. I always say that Gordie Howe is the greatest hockey player of all time because Gretzky said so. But for me, it's Richard's up there for sure. But for me, it's Lemieux, Gretzky, Gordie Howe in that order for my top 3. Gotta go meet the weed kid right at the main event disaster. See ya, buddy. Hope UFC Fight Night will recover their end of the year. I think it will. And again, I don't think the last pay-per-view was that bad. We had 10 finishes in a row before the buzzkill that was the co-main event and main event. But yes, I think this Fight Night will be a lot better. Johnny Gaudreau, best in NHL Canada fight. Well, Johnny Gaudreau's American, and Johnny Gaudreau plays in Columbus. All right, let's highlight these next 2 fighters here. Jared is like Deontay Wilder. All right, let's highlight these fighters. Like I said, main event of the evening, we got Eldar Eldarov against Denis Maher. Now, here's some records, folks. Here's some records. Out of Bahrain, the hometown hero, Eldar Eldarov, 13-1, 5-5 in his last 5 fights. They're fighting... what weight class are they fighting in right now, actually? Welterweight fight. Eldar... Let's take a look at his record. He's 31 years old. He's 5-0 in Brave. So since joining Brave, he has gone 5-0 in the promotion. 2, 4, 6, 7 fight win streak since suffering. Oh wait, no, he lost a Sambo match in 2014. His only this is hilarious. Oh my goodness. You guys, Eldar. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Eldar Eldarov's only loss is to Khabib Nurmagomedov in 2009. No joke. His only loss was to Khabib Nurmagomedov in 2009 when he was 1-0. That was his second pro fight. He won his first pro fight, lost his second pro fight to a 5-0 Khabib, and then went on an absolute tear. He's currently on a 12-fight win streak, 5-0 in Brave. Looking at his opponent, Denis Maher out of Minsk, Belarus. He's 28 years old. He is currently riding an 8-fight win streak. He's 8-0 in pro MMA. He has 5 wins and 0 losses in BFC. That is the Belarusian Fight Championship. And he's currently 1-0 in Brave. So he has won in Brave CF. Before then completed in M1 Global as well. He does have a decorated amateur career where he went 7-2 on the amateur scene before going 8-0 in pro MMA. I'm going with Eldarov. I'm going with Eldarov here, folks. That's my pick. Locking it in. Oh, and you want to know the betting odds too? Eldarov minus... this is crazy, but I'm going with the heavy favorite. Going with the heavy favorite, Eldarov minus 901. Minus 900 favorite is Eldar. The underdog plus 500 Maher, according to fightodds.com. Again, I repeat, plus 500 underdog is Maher. Minus 900 Eldarov. I'm going with the favorite. Oh, Jared Cannonier. I thought you were talking about Jared Gordon. I was like, jeez. No hate, but I'm looking forward to Armin. He took Islam to the limit at 21 in his debut. Armin Sarukian? I like Armin Sarukian a lot, dude. Yes, I agree. I think he's a boogeyman in the division. I don't think a lot of people want to fight him, to be perfectly honest. He's so sick. Gravedigger going for Eldar. Man, let's get some country hip-hop. Hell, I'll even allow some Spice Girls music. Let's fix these walkouts. Hey, maybe those in Bahrain don't have the music catalog that we have here, Jay. This guy might go to the UFC if he wins. Shit. Lost aged very well. I would not be mad about that at all. No, absolutely not. And apparently Khabib talks very highly of Eldar and they train together. Okay, I see why he's a major favorite. And he's also the Bahrain boy. I'd be shaking in my boots. Fuck that. Oh, look at that. Mr. I Swallow. Artem Lobov, best Canadian athlete behind the GOAT, Jake Paul. Brave CF, Brave Combat Federation out of Bahrain. What's up, Mr. Ice Wallow? I think UFC 283 is a major upgrade for a main event. Absolutely. With adding the Glover and Hill fight to it. That'll be the main event. Co-main event will be Moreno. Yeah, that pay-per-view is gonna be so much better. Who you cheer for tonight? Wild or Oilers? Wild all the way. Victoria, let's go. Yes, Hamza came from Brave CF. Oh, the odds just changed, folks. The odds just changed. Maher plus 375. Eldarov minus 660. So they haven't closed yet. Okay, Eldarov doesn't look juiced in this in this weight division. Maybe at 155, not at welterweight. King Bahrain is his nickname. Final fight of the evening, folks. I appreciate all you joining us this morning in North America and in the evening if you're out east. Like the video if you haven't already. Please drop a comment in the live chat so we can continue this conversation. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload or stream. Let's say Gordon Ryan goes to MMA. How do you see him handling striking? Would he be another Ronda and De Ridder or be more well-rounded? If he, put it this way, if he went to MMA like this year, he would be Ronda and De Ridder. I just saw his, he was at the UFC press conference for UFC 282 or like media day. And he said he has no plans on ever joining MMA. He's like, I'm a grappler. My coach says I should be a grappler. And he's like, only if someone on his team goes and wins ADCC Worlds, like undisputed, then he will maybe step aside. But until then, he's like, I just want to be the king of submission grappling.
Let's get it on!
Round one in this main event of the evening, folks. But Gordon Ryan, he is like a specimen athlete that if he trained, let's say he took 1 year, maybe a year and a half just to devote to striking, whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's boxing, whatever it is, kickboxing, I think that he could hold his own for sure. Maybe a step up from Ronda Rousey. Holly Holm probably could stop boxing though. Let's be honest. Eldarov with a little bit of a cheeky stance change there. Maher going for the leg kick. Eldarov walking in with that left jab, and it looked like he might have got rocked there. Eldarov in the red, Omar in the blue. Maher definitely has the height and reach advantage on Eldarov. Eldarov, again, has competed at 155. Competes at 155 primarily, I believe. Competing at welterweight here up against Maher. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. If Gordon was offered a good paycheck, then I'll do MMA. It was just cool listening to him say that, like, his coach, like, he's had the conversation with his coaches. His coaches are like, honestly, be the king of submission grappling until you aren't anymore. Then make a decision. Oh, dude, I saw that. Well, him and Dave Portnoy were going back and forth to each other. And hey, as much as I agreed with him at first, Portnoy dropping the, well, at least I didn't hang out and back a dictator who's a murderous dictator or something like that in Kadyrov. I mean, 10-7, baby, 10-7. Kadyrov versus Putin would be interesting. I almost would pay for that pay-per-view to watch either of them get their ass kicked. Fuck both of them. 2 minutes and 32 seconds. And honestly, Maher is winning this first round. He's getting more striking. He's the one octagon control. Ooh, that leg kick, though, by Maher on Eldarov was checked. But I think he's getting the better of the striking, better of the kicks. Oh, and that one seemed to hurt. That leg kick hurt Eldarov. Eldarov is stepping back. 2 minutes left, and Maher is getting the better of Eldarov here in this fight. Oh, and and just when I say that, Eldarov landed 2 clean shots and stunned Maher. Maher walking forward again, though, trying to employ that leg kick. I mean, both these guys are tagging each other with some hard shots. Eldarov now teasing the level change. As he does, lands a high kick on Maher. 1 minute and 48 seconds left. Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to listen to it. I know I'm going to be a little late to it as it starts. What? It starts in like 3 minutes. I can't wait. Man, are your shins made out of steel? I see why Izzy stopped leg kicking. He checks kicks. So it's like, it was beautiful the way that he was checking those. And there were some of them were shin on shin, man. Like that guy, he must be like Tony Ferguson. He must just like kick metal pipes and trees between fights. Like, holy crap. Oh, another great combo by Eldarov as he steps in. Maher, and I was just saying in the early part of this round, Maher was looking better, but Eldarov cranked him with a few, and now Eldarov with a nice leg kick as well. Maher on the defense. Eldarov going for the single leg. Eldarov can't get the single leg. 50 seconds left. Jan doesn't get the credit he deserves, to be honest. Yeah, I really, really respect Jan Blachowicz. And it was and a nice takedown by Eldarov. He was a KSW champion, if I'm not mistaken, right? Worked his way up from KSW into the UFC. Side control here by Eldarov, 30 seconds left, and he is just laying down the smackdown on Maher. I guess half guard here, modified half guard side control, postured up, laying down the ground and pound. But yeah, Jan's journey to where he's at now, I mean, he was a journeyman in the UFC. He was a win-loss kind of guy. Found that legendary Polish power, baby. Oh, Kneebar by... Oh, and he taps!
Look at the finish it! It is all over! Oh my God!
Eldarov with literally 5 seconds left goes to the knee bar and taps Maher. A weight division above where he usually competes. Getting outclassed in the first 3 minutes in the striking. Comes back with a few good shots. Gets that takedown. Knee bar. Final 5 seconds.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, indeed. If Jan didn't stumble in the 5th round, he would have been 10-9 and he would have been champ. 100%. Oh, I was rooting for Jan towards the end. I don't know why. I just found myself rooting for him and I was devastated. And I knew right when that happened, I was like, it's over. Beautiful, beautiful knee bar here. Oh my goodness. Instead of transitioning into mount, he goes over and grabs the leg. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I think people thought Ankh would destroy Jan and they were upset it wasn't dominating fashion. I would tend to agree, Jay, 100%. Knee bar. The favorite one. Eldarov won the first 3 minutes of the fight. Oh, and Eldarov held on a little too long, I think. Anyways, Maher was piecing him up, to be honest, in the striking, leg kicks and the body kicks, as well as some strikes. Eldarov lands with 2 hooks, kind of sent Maher back a little bit. He kind of was just a little bit dazed. And then after Eldarov got that single leg, it was good night, Jim Kite. Got into modified half guard side control, postured up, started punching, softening up, and then what I thought was going to be a transition into mount, he went right over the body, grabbed the leg, and went for a freaking knee bar. Great submission by Eldar. Hey, Gravedigger, 5-2 for your predictions is damn good, brother. Is damn good. What did you go on in Bellator? What were you were at like 9-2 in your predictions in Bellator? It looked like the setup for an armbar, though. That's what was so beautiful about it. I thought it was an armbar at first as well, too. Wow. You know what, folks? Brave events, this event hasn't been that bad at all. As far as regional MMA goes, I might actually start prioritizing Brave a little bit. Wow. So how many finishes do we have on the card? Let me just double check. I think we only had one decision. Ayo. The favorite one. The favorite. There was moments in that first round. I was like, Maher's piecing up his leg right now. The underdog could win. The underdog could win. Wow. Well, this has been amazing, folks. Honestly, I thank you all so much for joining. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. I did not think the chat was going to be this buzzing. This, early this morning for us in North America, and in the evening for you guys out east. 9-1, even better, even better. So serious question, why was Leon removed from the ranking, but Stipe still is after 20 months away from MMA? Dude, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I think, and this is me just speculating and like trying to find an answer kind of on the fly upon thinking about it. I think because he probably had contract talks within those 20 months that just fell out. Like maybe there was a contract for him to fight Jones and one of them had to pull out due to something else, but like pen was close to paper. Maybe because there were actual negotiations and actual talks that he's like, they're trying. They just haven't been able to settle on something versus Leon, who was out, due to injury, right? And it just like there wasn't even a conversation of him going to be fighting. I don't know. And I could be wrong. It could be that people were turning down Leon too towards the end of his injury and he just couldn't get a fight and he still was out of the rankings. I think given that Stipe is he has a little bit of pull with the UFC too, given that he's been a warrior for them. He has the most heavyweight, which isn't a lot, but the most heavyweight defenses for the title. I think that he's kind of in that like Forrest Griffin, Chuck Liddell, Khabib area where Conor, when he was at his prime, where Dana might just be giving him a little bit of wiggle room. But I personally think Stipe's done. I think he's going to retire. Yeah, I think he's unofficially retired. Yeah. Zeidan, see you for KSW. Hey, Zeidan, I hope to see you before then, brother. I hope to see you before then as we have some more streams this week. But yes, if I only get to see you for KSW, shout out to you, Zeidan. I want to say Caden. Thank you so much for joining. The next stream will be Thursday morning for MMA Open 1. It's a new organization in Israel that UFC Fight Pass is streaming. So we're gonna check it out. And then in the evening, if I'm back home, I have a work dinner. But if I'm back home in time, we will jump on the UFC Fight Pass Invitational with Gordon Ryan. Even if I'm late to that, I'll still jump on stream. We'll talk about how it ended because look, I'm never gonna miss Miesha Tate rolling. Okay, I'm never gonna miss Miesha Tate rolling. Stipe is the most frustrating fighter to be a fan of once every 2 years. Well, someone's got to put out those fires. Someone's got to put out those fires. All right, folks, I'm going to give a shout out to everyone in the live chat, and then we'll hang up the gloves for this event, and I'll see you all on Tuesday. I'll see all the exclusive members, Shane Van Nuys, Mike Jones, Sean Butcher, and, of course, our newest member. Sorry, my group chat on Twitter is just going crazy right now. Our newest community member, the one, the only, Giovanni Zucchi. Thank you again, Giovanni Zucchi, Shane Van Nuys, Mike Jones, and Sean Butcher for being the exclusive members here on the channel. We have a members only stream every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will see you, those who are members, then, and I will see everybody else on Thursday. Cheers, Zoomer loyalists. I appreciate you. Hey, it's never too late to start jiu-jitsu, and I'm glad and hope that you're feeling better. Isn't Tate a wrestler? Yeah, she was a wrestler first. See you in Fight Night and/or Ryzen versus Bellator. See you, Isha. Thank you so much, Gravedigger Jones. Shout out to you, Gravedigger Jones. Shout out to Zoomer loyalist JL, Jaden, J, Victoria, Mr. I Swallow. I'm never gonna finish it. I'm never gonna finish the name. Shout out to Baker. Thank you so much for joining, Baker. I appreciate you. Shout out to Matthew, MN Wild Talk. Where's my pizza? Mostly had the regulars here, so that might be just like the only shout outs. Brian and Brittany said hi from work. I know we had some more here, so Adebayo, thank you so much for joining. Adebayo, Benjamin, thank you so much for joining. Benjamin as well. What an absolute beauty you are. Diego, thank you so much for joining. Diego, shout out to you, my friend. Herbo, J Herbo, shout out to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining. No idea how to pronounce your name, but shout out to you, sir, as well. Shout out to Mohamed Abdullah. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining. I think that might be it. City Life Project, Shane Van Nice. Thank you so much. Or sorry, the Soda Pod, Shane Van Nice. Thank you so much for joining as well. Bum, 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 bum. Who else do we have here? Kenneth. Yeah, Kenneth dropped by to say hey. Burgundy. Thank you so much for joining. Burgundy as well. Mick31. Mick, vamonos. Let's fucking go. That is it for the shout outs today. Shout out to Hasbullah. We will drop the mic with that. See you all Thursday for MMA Open 1 in the morning. Check out the community page, community tab here on the channel for the full schedule of the fights. Like the video, drop a comment after the video is posted. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notifications, and I'll see exclusive members. You can become an exclusive member. You can join. It's next to the subscribe button. I will see you exclusive members tomorrow night, and I will see everybody else on Thursday. Peace, everyone. Have a great work week. I'm out of here.